Willkommen zur zweiten Session. Slay the Princess von den Machern von Slay the Spire. Jetzt endlich Slay the Princess. Falsch. Nicht die gleichen Macher. Wir haben vor ziemlich genau einer Woche angefangen, Slay the Princess zu spielen, weil ein paar Leute aus der Community sich das mal gewünscht hatten und sagten, das wäre ein echt gutes Game. Und ich habe mal so reingeguckt, so in die Bilder und dachte so, ja, sieht jetzt ganz so okay aus, so Visual Novel, vielleicht komisch, aber na gut. Und dann haben wir letzte Woche angefangen und ich war ein bisschen dahin gerissen. Das Game ist sehr, sehr, sehr interessant. Prinzipiell ist es eine Visual Novel mit so Choose Your Own Adventure Aspekten. Also ihr bestimmt quasi die Geschichte, was genau passiert durch, halt das Auswählen von gewissen Entscheidungen, von gewissen Dialogoptionen, wenn man so will. Und ich glaube, wer die letzte Mal nicht dabei war, für den könnte es ein bisschen schwer sein einzusteigen, aber ich versuche mal ganz kurz zusammenzufassen, was das letzte Mal passiert ist. Und zwar sind wir der Held und wir sollen die Prinzessin nicht retten, sondern wir sollen sie, wie das Spieltitel vielleicht schon vermuten lässt, wir sollen die Prinzessin erschlagen oder sie umbringen. Das sagt zumindest der Geschichtserzähler. Der sagt uns, hey, da ist die Prinzessin und wenn du die nicht killst, dann geht die Welt unter. Okay. Ich war der Sache zu Beginn etwas skeptisch, ob das stimmt oder nicht. Und habe dann einfach mal mich mit der Prinzessin unterhalten, so ganz neutral und rauszufinden, okay, was hat's denn mit der auf sich? Ich habe dem Geschichtserzähler nicht wirklich geglaubt und der Prinzessin auch nicht so wirklich. Nach genügend hin und her haben die Prinzessin und ich uns aber dann gegenseitig umgebracht. Weil sie es halt auch faustdick in den Ohren hat und wir halt auch. Und nachdem wir dann mal gestorben sind, hat sich die Zeit quasi resettet und wir sind nochmal am Ausgang der Geschichte gestartet. Aber diesmal sah die Welt ein bisschen anders aus. Und seitdem haben wir etliche Time Loops hinter uns, wo wir immer die Geschichte etwas anders verlaufen lassen, anhand unserer Entscheidung, die wir vorher getroffen haben. Ich muss gerade mal gucken, das neueste Load müsste hier sein. 14. 1:47 Uhr, das passt ungefähr.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Und ich glaube, das hier ist unser dritter Loop jetzt. Also wir haben, dritter kompletter Loop. Man durchläuft die Geschichte quasi immer genau 3 Mal und bekommt dann ein Ende. Und dann fängt es nochmal von vorne an. Und beim ersten Mal waren wir halt neutral. Wir haben uns sehr neutral darüber verhalten. Und dann hat es doch dazu geführt, dass wir uns verprügelt haben gegenseitig. Und beim zweiten kompletten Loop waren wir halt komplett freundlich der Prinzessin gegenüber und haben uns versucht zu retten. Und es hat sich auch dann wieder gespiegelt, dass sie halt auch dementsprechend wurde und uns angefangen hat zu vertrauen, von Loop zu Loop ein bisschen mehr. Also eigentlich sehr, sehr, sehr zu vertrauen, nicht nur so ein bisschen oberflächlich. Und ich glaube, jetzt machen wir einfach mal genau, was der Narrator sagt. Ich bin mal jetzt ganz, ganz plump und sag, okay, Chef.
You're here to slay her.
Okay.
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Ja, wenn der Narrator das sagt, dann machen wir das doch, oder? Da würde ich sagen, oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Gar kein
You
Problem.
make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Ja, okay.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Sagt wer?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Ah. Jetzt spricht aber doch der Narrator direkt zu uns als Spieler. Ne? Und der Hero ist nochmal seine eigene Geschichte. Der Hero ist so ein Aspekt von uns quasi. Oder so die Stimme der Vernunft.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Mhm.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Ja, dann nehmen wir das Blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Es ist nur jetzt direkt auf die zugehen. Einfach dir direkt den Dolch in die Fresse jagen. Tut mir so leid. Wir nehmen es mit. Ja. Wie gesagt, ich mache jetzt mal den straighten Narrator ist Gott, der sagt, was er tun soll. Run.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Er hat das Ding gesagt. Das ist die Catchphrase von dem Narrator. Slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Und allein die Tatsache, dass wir den Dolch aufgehoben haben, lässt ihre Stimme schon ganz anders wirken. Wir hatten schon einen Run, wo wir direkt ohne Dolch runtergegangen sind. Dann klang die ganz anders. Ich finde es sehr interessant, dass der Narrator behauptet, dass man die Prinzessin nicht ohne Messer killen kann. Dass die ohne Messer nicht leicht zu töten wäre. Weil wenn man die klassische Prinzessin wäre, könnte man sich halt nicht wirklich wehren. Egal gegen was. Ja. Gut, wenn sie angekettet ist, ja,
She
dann...
sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Aber der Narrator hat sich halt so in unseren Kopf eingefressen und was wir glauben, wird dadurch auch so ein bisschen Realität, glaube ich. Die typische Klischee-Prinzessin meine ich jetzt, ja. Sagen wir dieses von so altertümlichen Geschichten. Da ist es schon so das arme, fragile Mädchen, was nicht sich wehren kann. Aber das ist ja definitiv nicht der Fall. I think I'm here to kill you.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Kein Ding.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Yeah, that wasn't a joke. Steel your nerves and step forward. Sollen wir einfach direkt sagen, komm, scheiß drauf, ey. Wir rammen mir das Messer direkt zwischen die Rippen, ey, fuck it. Wir hatten halt schon so den zuckersüßen, die Route hatten wir ja schon einfach. Komm rein da, komm.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Sie ist ein ganz anderer Mensch, als wir ohne Messer runter sind.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Warum nicht?
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late.
So ein Wurfdolch
End this.
vielleicht? What if she isn't bluffing? What if she actually killed? Nee, das tut uns nur Zweifel einreden. Are you sure she's not armed? Wir ziehen direkt durch. Slay Princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation.
Sie scheint überrascht. Da hat sie nicht gerechnet damit.
You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh nee, es tut mir leid. Sorry, ey.
Oh,
Damit hat sich gerechnet.
this is it, isn't it?
Oh, sorry.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder. Do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Und irgendwo im Hintergrund fängt leise an, so The Only Thing They Fear Is You zu spielen. Das hätte ich vorbereiten sollen. Oh, glaubst du wirklich, das reicht, um mich zu töten? Lance, hello. Ja.
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
Ich meine, so Unrecht hat sie ja auch wieder nicht, ne? Weiß sie Bescheid? Sieht genervt aus. Es ist halt einfach...
Hi there, mate. Bit rude to put that knife in me chest, innit?
Es ist einfach gemacht. Für diese Szene.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Oh, es haben wir noch noch was zu sagen dazu. Dieses Messer lästig, ey. So ganz schön Prinzessin Slayer dabei wäre. Es ist morgen wieder Knecht, die Souls. Habt Spaß, jetzt ich mocker morgen auf dem WOD rum. Macht es. Macht es. Forrest, schlaf gut. Entspannte Schicht morgen. Ja, excuse me. Ich glaube, wenn wir sagen, nee, sie ist tot, dann ist es auch so. Ich glaube, wir haben mehr Einfluss auf die Welt mit unseren Gedanken, als wir denken.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience.
Ich mag nicht, wozu du uns da gebracht hast, Narrator, ganz ernsthaft. Du kannst mir halt alles erzählen, ne?
But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Das ist, by the way, das, was der Narrator will. Einfach stumpf Messer rein, Gedärme raus. Der sagt, wir sollen die umbringen. Der sagt nur, kill die. Und der ist happy quasi.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom.
Das ist auch das erste Mal, dass sie gestorben ist und wir nicht.
Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find.
Oh, no shit.
Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
Ja, cool, Narrator. Geil. Hast du fein gemacht, ey.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
The fuck? Glaube ich irgendwie nicht. Was ist das Bullshit? Let me out of here. So, okay. I was kind of hoping I get a better ending for saving the world. Ne, einfach so, okay.
So glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
This is fine, actually.
Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Bin ich das?
Psst. Hey. We're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Of course we are. I like it here. Oder hell no. Do you have any idea how to get the heck out of here? Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We are happy.
Are we really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay. Maybe I'm not happy. And I'm not just saying that because you're the last person I talked to. No, we're happy. I'm sure of it.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
Du kannst mir auch alles einreden, oder?
Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Ich weiß nicht, ey. Man sagt ja so, glücklich sein ist eine Entscheidung, aber Bruder, so nicht das unbedingt, oder? Dann schreibt eben so, mein Schreibtisch ist nun bezahlt und auf dem Weg zu mir. Nice, Secret Labs, damn. Magnetische Oberfläche mit Steckdose dran, Kabelrinne. Scheiße teuer das Teil. Glaube ich dir. Good ending. You
have
did.
already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
What? Wait, das war Handwesen, was wir gerade gehört haben, oder? Ich glaube, das war ein Joke-Ending, das da. Also, okay, vielleicht bin ich doch nicht so glücklich.
Good, because I have an idea to get us out of here. Though you're probably not going to like it.
Oh, wir gehen runter und erstechen uns, oder? Hero, ist das deine Idee?
Blade.
Ja.
We can use the blade to get out of this.
Ja.
I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end.
So wonderful ist es nicht. Also, das ist ein schöner Raum und so, aber es ist nicht mal eine Playstation hier drin.
Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Wouldn't using the blade, kill us? Would we be dead?
How astute. You are absolutely correct. Using the blade to kill yourself would kill you, and you shouldn't do it. In a sense, we die, but looking at things from another angle, are we even really alive anymore? This place, it's nothing. It's absolutely nothing. It's just the same thing, constantly, forever.
Aber das viel Interessantere ist ja nicht, warum, also ob wir jetzt hier überleben oder nicht, sondern warum hat die Tatsache, dass wir die Prinzessin getötet haben, halt das mit diesem Umfeld, mit unserem Umfeld gemacht. Warum ist alles verschwunden plötzlich? Das macht so gar keinen Sinn.
I know this is out there, but trust me, I know using the blade will work.
Wir haben bisher immer nur quasi, wir sind im Nirvana gelandet, im Nichts gelandet.
That little voice didn't want you to slay the princess. It didn't want you to be happy.
Das kam bisher immer, nachdem wir genügend Loops durchgespielt haben, als dass wir quasi eine fertige Prinzessin geschaffen haben. You'd better be right about this. I'm pretty upset if we die.
If we die, you can yell at me all you want. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
Nicht wirklich, nee.
Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
Oh Gott, die Prinzessin ist nur noch wahrscheinlich schon ein Haufen Knochen, oder?
The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Yay!
The end. Nice knowing you.
Ey, was hätte ich sonst machen sollen, du Geiler? Chapter 2, The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
So, und für alle, die jetzt zum ersten Mal oder am letzten Mal nicht dabei waren, ihr habt jetzt schon quasi rausgefunden, worum es in dem Spiel geht.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Darf ich einen Wild Guess machen? Guesse Wildlands. Guesse. Ja, wir können... Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Wir stellen uns mal dumm.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
Mhm.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Du bist der Narrator im finalen Ending und erzählst eine Geschichte und versuchst dich davon abzuhalten, der Narrator zu werden. Mit dem wir bisher so gehört und verstanden haben von der Welt. Nee, glaube ich nicht. Weil es gibt bisher, wie viele Entitäten gibt es? Es gibt den Narrator, es gibt uns als Spieler, es gibt unsere Stimme im Kopf, das können etlich viele sein, gerade ist der Held und es kommt gleich einer dazu wahrscheinlich. Es gibt die Prinzessin, es gibt die Theorie, dass die Prinzessin ihren eigenen Narrator hat und Spoiler, es gibt das Handwesen. Mehr dazu gleich.
That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
Voice of the Cold, das ist unser neuer Aspekt unserer Persönlichkeit quasi, der jetzt noch dazugekommen ist.
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Okay, let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this did really already happen. Why would I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Das ist schon sehr spezifisch, dass er immer von einer Version von sich spricht.
if you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Irgendwo stimmt es, aber nicht wirklich.
Oh, we listened to you plenty. We slew the princess just like you asked us to, and then you locked us away in an empty void for eternity. So we slew ourselves too. Well, if you killed yourself, then you weren't listening to me, because I would never want you to do that. Believe it or not, I care about you.
Doubts.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
Woher weißt du das? Woher weißt du das? Wo? Woher weißt du, dass die Aktionen von letztem Mal Konsequenzen hatten, wenn du nicht mal wusstest, dass es ein letztes Mal gibt? Wobei ich ihm schon ich glaube, der Narrator weiß nicht, was in jedem einzelnen Loop passiert, und jeder Narrator ist eine neue Instanz von dem Narrator. Aber ich glaube auch, dass der ein gewisses übergreifendes Verständnis davon hat, was vor sich geht.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We slew the princess, the world outside the cabin disappeared, we died, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Wir können zumindest seine Theorien aufgreifen, die er in die Welt hinausschießt, weil irgendwas davon wird stimmen.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
If I have failed to slay the princess, what have happened to... Ich weiß doch eh nicht, was passiert ist. Wenn es nach mir geht, passiert nichts, egal ob ich die umbringe oder nicht.
It doesn't matter, because we didn't fail to slay her. And if she's really back, which I doubt, it'll be just as easy to do it again. But after that nasty trick you pulled on us, maybe she's not the only one around here in need of slaying.
Ooh, slay the narrator?
Just stay focused, will you?
Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
If anything, the world ended after I slew her, then tried to leave, everything was gone.
That's a good point. How do we know we didn't have things backwards? Maybe slaying the princess was what ended the world, not the other way round. Yes, maybe this whole thing was a trick to get us to end the world. And now we get to go through the whole charade again, wholly aware of what's waiting for us at the end. But that's assuming she's alive in that cabin. We did kill her, after all. You're going to find her in the cabin. If the princess had actually been slain, you wouldn't be here. And let me assure you, killing her will not end the world. I don't know what you think happened to you last time, but it's a load of nonsense. You'll get your happy ending. I promise.
Wenn dann Happy Ending wieder daraus besteht, dass ich bis in alle Ewigkeiten in diesem Raum da vor mich hin vegetiere.
That's exactly what we're afraid of. Really? Living happily ever after sounds that bad to you? Oh well, there's no use arguing over your masochism. The cabin awaits.
Last time around I stabbed her in the heart and she died. How can someone like that end the world?
She just can. You'll have to trust that what I'm saying is true.
Trust me, bro. Ist immer ein schlechtes Argument. Who locked her in the basement? What is this place?
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
Nee, Bruder, also sorry, du verlierst aber von Minute zu Minute mehr Glaubwürdigkeit. What if people locked her away? Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me?
Look,
Drückt X, ja.
I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special. You're the only person capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps. But but it's just the way things are.
Du erzählst mir alles, was ich hören will, damit ich das tue.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Fucking Narrator ist Propagandamann 2000.
Of course we're special.
You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Absolut falsch.
This is boring. He's clearly not interested in talking. So let's just do as he says. And maybe he'll stop bothering us.
Okay.
Right, now if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Also ich hab schon...
A warning before you go any further.
Okay.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Hat letztes Mal auch nicht,
She
ey.
won't be a problem.
Ich habe schon so ein paar Ideen aufgestellt, dass die ganze Geschichte quasi Metaphern für diverse Problemkonstellationen sind. Also klar, das ist so die grundlegendste, einfachste Geschichte, die man irgendwie schreiben kann. Hey, Held killt das Böse in der Welt, weil die Prophezeiung das sagt, bla bla bla. Viel lustiger, viel interessanter ist, wie unsere Entscheidungen aus der Vergangenheit die Zukunft beeinflussen. Wir werden jetzt auch sehen, dass der Raum wahrscheinlich ein bisschen anders aussieht hier drin.
The interior of the cabin is cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
Und aus irgendwelchen Gründen sieht der Narrator auch nicht den Spiegel. Entweder erzählt er uns nur nicht davon, dass der existiert, oder für ihn existiert er wirklich nicht, weil er eine Form der Selbstreflexion ist, die für ein Wesen, was rein an das Schicksal glaubt oder sogar eine Manifestation eines Schicksals ist oder eine Sache, wie soll ich sagen, eines Systems, wie Dinge sein sollten, dann könnte er mit sowas wie Selbstreflexion prinzipiell gar nichts anfangen, also sieht er das nicht. So irgendwas in der Richtung.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Erstmal, was ist mit dem... You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
Ja.
There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. Who cares if there's a mirror? Let's just go into the basement and find her body so we can be done with this.
I care about... Okay, wir hatten das schon mal, das ganze Ding. Approach the mirror. Wir gehen jetzt direkt dahin und es ist das gleiche wie immer wahrscheinlich.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
Namaste, you guys. Good morning.
Eben, vielen lieben Dank für den Raid. Einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Hallo, liebe Raiders. Wie geht's, wie steht's? Hi. Hallo, hallo. Jack Zack. Hallo. Hebben. Wie geht's, wie steht's? Einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Sephiroth. Hallo. Na? Wie war euer Stream? Wie geht's euch? Willkommen, willkommen. Ich glaube, die ganzen Mods pennen schon. Ich guck mal, kriegst du mal einen Shoutout. Zack. Da, guck mal. Ich lege schon mal den Finger auf den X-Button, wird sehr gezweifelt. Also, dass wir den Narrator, also, erstmal, hallo liebe Raider, schön, dass ihr hier seid. Mein Name ist Wintar oder Mark, sucht euch aus. Willkommen zu Slay the Princess, einem sehr interessanten Choose Your Own Adventure Visual Novel Gedöns mit sehr, 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 sehr viel Interpretationsspielraum, was da eigentlich gerade passiert. Und ihr könnt gern gleich ein bisschen miträtseln. Und Leute schreibt eben, ich lege schon mal den Finger auf den X-Button, hier wird gerade viel gezweifelt. Ich glaube nicht mal, dass der Narrator in der Lage dazu wäre. Und, also entweder sagt er uns alles, was er uns sagen soll und wäre gar nicht in der Lage zu lügen, aber was er sagt, hat auch nichts mit der Realität zu tun, so wie der Spiegel hier zum Beispiel, den wir gesehen haben. Oder er lügt uns halt grundsätzlich an. Und er weiß eigentlich, dass ein Spiegel da ist. Aber so wenig ich ihm traue, ich glaube nicht, dass er uns wirklich bewusst anlügt. Aber erzählt mir gerne mal von eurem Stream, was ihr gespielt habt, wie es euch geht. Wie eure Woche bisher so war. Wobei es ist Montag, aber naja, trotzdem. Und ja, vieles von dem, was wir gespielt haben, oder vieles von dem, was so in diesem Game passiert, sind Dinge, die wir schon getan haben. Und das ist ein sehr Loop-basierendes Spiel. Deswegen werde ich auch einige Dinge vielleicht mal überspringen.
But it was there a second ago, and now it's gone. Let's not spend much longer worrying over it. Clearly it's not even important enough to be acknowledged.
Also der heißt auch irgendwas, der Spiegel. Aber ich hab's noch nicht ganz raus. The whole cabin is different than last time.
Very different. Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous second life proposition. You haven't died. You certainly haven't already slain the princess.
Weißt du doch gar nicht.
So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
Weil eben hast du mir noch geglaubt. Zumindest hast du diese Hypothese zugelassen.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably do her a favor.
Yay! Ich hatte schon so meine Theorie, oder meine erste simpelste Theorie war, dass die ganze Interaktion zwischen Narrator, Held und Prinzessin metaphermäßig einfach, ich sag mal, soziale Interaktionen in unserem alltäglichen Leben quasi repräsentieren. Und ich sag mal, der Narrator ist halt so, dass die Gesellschaft und das System, in dem wir alle leben, es gibt gewisse Regeln, wie Dinge funktionieren sollen und die uns genau vorschreiben, wie wir mit Sachen umzugehen haben, und hat gar keinen Spielraum dafür für Eigeninterpretation oder sowas. Der Held ist ein normaler Mensch, der halt von dem System geleitet wird und aber in der Machtposition sitzt, weil er eben das Messer in der Hand hat und die Prinzessin erschlagen kann. Und die Prinzessin ist ebenfalls eine Person, die aber machtlos in einer gegebenen Situation ist, weil sie immer nur reagiert auf das, was wir tun. Das ist jetzt eine sehr oberflächliche und nicht sehr tiefe Interpretation, aber das hat bisher eigentlich immer gepasst. Na gut, das war eher so, okay, cool, dass du diese Meinung hast, ist aber falsch. Machen wir jetzt mit unserem Plan weiter, Dankeschön. Ja.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain.
Ja, also hatten wir doch eigentlich recht, die ist immer noch tot. Das wundert mich jetzt ehrlich gesagt.
Okay, she's definitely dead. It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Ah.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ich mag, wie sie grinst. Vielleicht ist er uns gar nicht so böse.
Ghost! Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
Sieht doch ganz lieb aus, finde ich auch. Die hat so mich was von Corpse Bride, Tante.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
Ja, ich ja irgendwie auch, ne?
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you. Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Aber kann ich jetzt vielleicht mal sagen, so, pass mal auf, es tut mir echt leid. Das war scheiße, was ich gemacht habe.
So she has a body, and she's right there. That means we could kill her again. If we wanted to.
Cole, ich weiß nicht, ey. Wait, and ich könnte, also, irgendwas sagt mir, dass da endet nicht gut. Irgendwie mag ich sie. Ich warte mal.
I see you brought that annoying knife again. So, are you waiting for a chance to use it? Or are you here for something else?
Ich wollte die eigentlich noch mal abstechen, aber jetzt, wo ich dich so sehe in Geisterform. See, this is exactly what I was trying to tell you about in the woods. This already happened. We killed her. Würde ich zum Narrator sagen. Oder I killed you. What are you doing not being dead? Oder do you know why you came back? Das ist eigentlich eine gute Frage. Stop playing the victim. You threatened me last time. I'm sorry, I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that. Nee, ich frag mal das da zuerst. Nee, ich frag mal das zuerst. Hier, I'm sorry.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
Okay.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Diesen Geist, das soll ich denn machen, die mit einem scheiß Pappdolch erstechen. Als würde das nicht durch hier durchfliegen.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance? When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
Warum nicht?
No.
Warum nicht?
So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Ach, jetzt glaubst du es mir plötzlich schon. Gut, wir haben jetzt auch gute Beweise dafür, dass das schon mal passiert ist. Aber nee, sorry. Was immer du sagst, Narrator, das ist halt, das stimmt nicht mehr. Es ist nicht mehr vertrauenswürdig. So, do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
Ja, irgendwie ja schon, aber das...
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. Not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Oh.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
Das ist ja interessant. Das heißt, es ist gar nicht mehr die Problematik... Oh Gott, wie viel Zeit ich fragen könnte. Es ist gar nicht mal, dass wir sie gekillt haben, sondern irgendwas anderes ist noch mit ihr schief. Oh, I was told you were going to end the world. So machen wir ehrlich zu ihr.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
Gebe ich zu.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over.
Ach komm.
She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of it.
Nee, wir halten nach Sinn und Logik. Deswegen will ich wissen, was mit uns auf sich hat. Return, leave it at that. Nee. I'm not cold, I'm just dumb. It's just a big, dumb, stupid idiot. Stupid, stupid, stupid. What was I thinking? Just believing what I was told. Das ist eine gute Reaktion. Oh, you didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world? Aber wir wissen die Antwort darauf. Nein, sie will es nicht.
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
What are you going to do if I help you get out of here? Okay, warum nicht?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you.
Ist das eine Einladung? Ist das ein Versprechen? Oder ist das eine Drohung? Ich weiß es gerade nicht.
It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
True.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when that someone is dead.
Ja,
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
ich mag sie.
I don't think most living people could answer that either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
Well, were you going to end the world? Nee, wir wissen das, glaube ich, nee. Ja, Lance weiß Bescheid. Lance weiß Bescheid, was er will. Und wer er ist. Wisst ihr, deswegen heißt das Spiel halt Slay the Princess und nicht Slay the Lance. Sonst wäre das Game sehr schnell vorbei. You still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end? Ist auch nicht so die richtige Frage irgendwie.
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
Das finde ich cool, dass wenn man oft genug dem Narrator so quasi vor den Kopf stößt, dass der Hero dann auch einfach da mitgeht.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you.
Okay,
I promise.
glaub's dir.
The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think.
Okay, du sollst also wirklich... Ich glaube, sie meint das Handwesen, das ihr noch nicht getroffen habt, aber also die meisten von euch, ein paar von euch.
But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't. I'm not so sure endings are real.
True. Okay. Ja, ich würde sagen, wir helfen mir herauszukommen irgendwie, oder? Oh Gott, ich habe viele Fragen, ey. This is exactly what I was trying to tell you about. Gut, das ist nochmal eine Frage an den Narrator quasi. Wir stellen den mal ein bisschen auf den Kopf.
Yes, obviously things are strange right now. I think it's safe to say that you've seen something you shouldn't have seen. Whatever worlds you've hopped between, whatever versions of me you've met, none of that matters now. There's no changing what's already happened. But you have a job to finish.
Aber wenn ich auch der vergangenen Version von dir nicht trauen konnte, warum soll ich der aktuellen Version von dir dann trauen?
Finish how? We already did what you told us. And now she's a ghost. You haven't tried slaying her yet this time, though, have you? And then what? And then you'll have saved the world. I think he's asking about what happens after we save the world. If that's even still an option. What do you mean, after?
Ja, das weiß er nämlich selbst nicht. Oder er weiß es, er will es uns nicht sagen.
You already know what we mean, don't you? So why don't you go ahead and tell us? Are you going to try and lock us away in a timeless void again? Because I didn't much care for that. I'm not going to lock you anywhere. What an interesting choice of emphasis.
Ich mag Cold. Cold ist cool. Cold ist vor allem schlau. Wir hatten schon ein paar Stimmen, die wirklich einfach nur dumm wie Stroh waren. Okay. Ich glaube, der Narrator weiß, was mit uns geschehen wird, aber es ist ihm auch egal, weil sein Ziel ist es, uns dazu zu bringen, sie umzubringen, was immer das heißt. Cold ist cool, ist so. And where are you supposed to be?
Home.
Home.
And just where is home, I wonder?
I don't know where home is. I just know it isn't here. But I can feel it calling to me from someplace far away. Wherever I'm supposed to be, it's out there.
Oh.
How specific. And how
Ah, komm.
convenient for her. You see what she's doing, right? She's suggesting that the only way you can rid yourself of her would be to let her out, which, in case you haven't been listening, will spell the end of the entire world.
Ich habe dir einmal getraut und es ist nach hinten losgegangen. Ich fange erst nochmal damit an. Is there any way I can help you get home? Do you need me to bury those bones?
No, those bones are just a body. They aren't me. Bury them. Smash them. It won't do a thing. But you can help me. This place won't let me leave. At least, not alone.
Gehen wir zusammen?
I've tried. Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Siehst du, sie ist auch in der Situation gefangen, wo sie nicht wirklich Herr ihrer Lage ist. Und vor allem war es bisher immer so, je nachdem, was wir entschieden haben, was unsere Taten waren, hat ihr Leben halt massivst beeinflusst.
Maybe we should just leave. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? We could probably walk out right now and everything would be fine. Hasn't got out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice.
But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride.
Klingt gut.
After all, you own me.
Ja, ich weiß. Du kannst das spooky Gesicht kannst du wegpacken.
Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us?
Das klingt interessant. Das klingt aufregend.
She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place.
Warum?
If you let her in, there is
Explain.
very little anyone could do to stop her.
Explain. Sie haben keine Gründe dazu, das zu glauben.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
Oh.
I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Oh, ich mag Cole sehr. Das ist eine sehr gute Idee.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Oh doch. Oh doch, Narrator. This world is just temporary, right? You'll leave once we're out of the cabin. If I let you in, do I still get to be in control? Sounds great. Wir fragen mal noch.
Sure, why not?
Na gut.
That doesn't sound very reassuring.
Doch.
It could be the best way to trap her for good. Doesn't seem like it would be very easy to end the world from inside someone else's body. That is a very dangerous train of thought.
Ich mag das. Yeah. Sounds great. Let's do it.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Ich meine, wir haben das Ganze verursacht. Ist nur fair, dass sie mit uns auch...
You're really trying to make it up to me, aren't you? Thanks for being a pal, killer. I mean it.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul. I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
Verfrieren wir
I'm
jetzt,
afraid
oder?
it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body.
Oh, killt uns das?
You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Ja, noch sind wir nicht tot.
Come on, you. You've got to get up. I know everything feels heavy right now, but we still have to get out of here.
Your eyes flick back open as you get your bearings, your vision swimming as...
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Ja. Oh.
Namaste, you guys.
Good morning. Mo. Eskalation einfach. Mo, vielen herzlichen Dank für den Raid. Salat, hello. Mo, vielen herzlichen Dank für den Reset im 36. Monat. Namaste, you guys. Good morning. Und hallo Xax, einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Mo, vielen lieben Dank für die 36 Monate. Das sind auch so ein paar Jahre, ne? Vielen herzlichen Dank. Willkommen zurück im Kult der Leute, die wieder gesubbt haben, der aber keinen speziellen Namen hat. Du bist schon der zweite heute Abend, der ein ganzes Jahr wieder voll macht. Übel, ey. Übel. Wie war euer Stream? Was habt ihr getrieben? Oh, wie geht's euch? Hallo, liebe dazugerateten. Kommt mal ein Shoutout. Der gute Mo, wo ist er denn hier? Willkommen. Wer mich noch nicht kennt, mein Name ist Wintar oder Mark, sucht euch aus. Erzählt mir gerne von eurem Abend und wie es euch geht. Willkommen zu Slay the Princess. Es ist ein Videospiel. Das kann ich euch sagen, ey. Oh. Wenn Mo mit Sub 1 geboren worden würde er jetzt anfangen zu brabbeln und in den Kindergarten gehen. Das ist irgendwie beängstigend, ein bisschen der Gedanke, oder? Ja, wir spielen jetzt schon zum zweiten Mal Stay the Princess. Das ist eine Visual Novel mit einem, ja, Choose Your Own Adventure Aspekt, wo wir quasi, es gibt mehrere Charaktere, die quasi immer in dieselbe Situation gesetzt werden. Und je nachdem, was sie entscheidet, endet es halt anders und fängt wieder von vorne an. Manchmal mit den Entscheidungen aus dem letzten Loop noch quasi übernommen. Wir haben einen Erzähler, der uns immer sagt, was wir tun sollen. Wir selbst sind wir selbst als Spieler. Wir haben so eine Art Gewissen oder mehrere Unteraspekte unseres Charakters, die uns Dinge erzählen, wie wir Dinge tun sollten. Und es gibt die Prinzessin. Das ist immer so das Ziel eines Loops. Der Narrator will immer, dass wir sie umbringen. Und das haben wir mal gemacht, gerade eben, und es ist nicht so gut geendet. Das ging so ein bisschen meh aus. Ich weiß nicht, seitdem glaube ich dem noch weniger. Und, also die Prinzessin und ich also die Prinzessin und der Held quasi, sind in so einem ewigen Loop gefangen. Die, also keine Ahnung, wenn die es gegenseitig umbringen, spawnen sie quasi wieder und es geht von vorne los. Oder wenn der Held stirbt, dann spawnen wir auch wieder. Und wenn die Prinzessin stirbt, dann passiert auch irgendwas. Ne? Also es ist, Tod ist nicht das Ende. Und auch dass die Welt jedes Mal ein bisschen verändert, kann man auch irgendwo nachvollziehen, warum das so ist. Aber da kann man viel philosophieren, aber es gibt auch keine wirkliche Antwort dazu. Ich hatte letztes Mal ein paar Theorien, aber nichts Handfestes. Und eine Theorie, die ich hatte, wow, Salat, vielen lieben Dank für den Follow, sehr lieb von dir, Dankeschön, Dankeschön. Und eine Theorie, die ich das letzte Mal hatte, war, dass die Prinzessin auch ihren eigenen Narrator hat, der ihr in den Kopf spricht. Aber mit der Aussage glaube ich nicht mehr, dass das stimmt. Wir sind immer noch an Totte gegrindet und haben jetzt heute mit dem Todesberg angefangen. Haben festgestellt, dass Link voll der Pro-Skater ist, aber auch gerne mal berghoch helikoptert. Und das brennende Knüppel nie ein gutes Zeichen sind. Kommt auf den Kontext an. Also brennende Knüppel können auch so beim, weiß nicht, gegen Eismonster, so die eine Situation, wo es einfällt, wo das gut ist. Meistens sonst eher nicht. Ja, in Breath of the Wild und Totteke in der Tat so Schild-Skateboard macht echt sau viel Laune. Ja, wir haben jetzt in der letzten Geschichte haben wir die Prinzessin umgebracht und dieses Mal in der zweiten Geschichte war sie jetzt ein Geist und wir haben sie gerade von unserem Körper Besitz ergreifen lassen, weil wir ein bisschen schlechtes Gewissen hatten, dass wir sie umgebracht haben.
So, it doesn't work like that for you? Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
Aber, ne, der Gedanke, dass die auch eine Stimme im Kopf hat, ist schon so, ne, die ist schon hier.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor. Are they also supposed to be you?
Oh.
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass.
It's okay. You can finish your thought.
I'm a voice. I'm me is what I am. Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Oh, ich finde es sehr cool, dass sie jetzt mit meinen Stimmen so sich unterhält.
You don't have to fight. We'll all be out of here soon.
Und sie ist auch aber so voll schlichtend, also so streitschlichtend irgendwie. Ich mag sie halt sehr.
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too. I'm clearly the same thing you are.
They're not listening to me. Do they not listen to you either?
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
Ah, vielleicht ist der Narrator auch nur eine Stimme in meinem Kopf. Nicht anders als der Held und nicht wichtiger als der Held.
So, you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Mhm. Könnte es so eine Art Konzept sein? Ein Regelwerk? Eine Vorstellung, wie Dinge sein sollten?
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen. Obvious.
Because I'm in here with all of you. Everybody knows that.
Ich habe einen Satz geskippt aus Versehen. Kann ich nochmal? Ja, Cold hat gesagt, obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
I'm setting the stage. The room is empty because you made a spiteful, idiotic, and all-round foolish decision.
Das ist jetzt deine Meinung dazu.
You don't have to let him get to you. You're better than that. You're starting to make things right.
Ah, guck mal. Ich mag sie.
This is infuriating. Just whatever you do, you can't leave this place. It's not too late to fix this. Probably.
What do you mean slay the princess? Na. I can't think straight. There's too much noise. Nee, ist okay. Wir lieben.
Your legs, weary with the weight of the princess's spectral form and clumsy with the cold that still pervades them, stumble towards the stairs.
I'm just trying to get home. You don't have to act like it's the end of the world.
But that's exactly what you leaving this place is going to be.
Ach, die beiden unterhalten sich drüber. Können wir bitte ein bisschen Wahrheit darüber erfahren, was zur Hölle da vor sich geht?
You don't know that.
I do. Wait, if she has a home to go back to, doesn't that mean that her leaving won't end the world? It doesn't mean that at all. It could mean that wherever her home is, it's outside of the world. Yeah, but it has to be somewhere, doesn't it? And if it's somewhere, then it's part of the world. I suppose it's all a matter of perspective. Where does the world end and something else begin? Does the destruction of one open a door to another? Or is it the same world reborn?
Gute Frage.
Against the backdrop of the inane conjecture of meaningless little voices, your body continues its ascent up the stairs, staggering through the open door. For how much you hate her, you aren't doing a whole lot to stop us from leaving this place.
Maybe the bossy one doesn't actually hate me. Maybe he even likes me. Or maybe he just knows that he's been in the wrong. Maybe he's trying to make amends too.
Not at all. I'll have you know that I do hate you, and I will continue to hate you for as long as I am able. It's just the weight of it all. It's too much for me to do anything other than describe and dictate. And whine. This body wasn't made to hold you and the princess. If you want to renege on your cataclysmically terrible decision a minute ago, well, you're the only one that can make that happen.
Woher weißt du, wozu mein Körper in der Lage ist und wozu nicht? Okay, wir sind ja auch kein Mensch, ne? Wir haben ja festgestellt, wir sind kein Mensch. Die Prinzessin ist zwar ein Mensch, vielleicht nicht unbedingt immer, gerade ist er mehr ein Geist, aber wir sind von Minute 1 kein, also vielleicht ein Mensch-Mischwesen, so irgendwas, irgendwie zwischen Mensch, Echse und Vogel. So sagen wir zumindest mal aus. Vielleicht ist das was geschaffen. Vielleicht sind wir ein Aspekt des, nicht mal ein Aspekt, aber ein geschaffenes Werkzeug von was auch immer, welchen Willen der Narrator auch immer erfüllen möchte. Vielleicht hat der uns geschaffen. Und der Narrator ist dazu in der Lage oder weiß Dinge über uns und ist damit beauftragt, uns zu dem Ziel zu führen.
You continue slowly to the door, your feet like lead dragging across the floorboards, growing heavier with each step.
We're so close. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we get out of here, I won't even care that you murdered me anymore.
Oh.
You lift your shaking hand and rest it on the door handle. But you pause before you open it, exhaustion sapping what's left of your will. Was exhaustion really the best you could muster up? It's over. There's no use stalling. Let's see what happens next.
Ich bin überzeugt, dass der Hero ein Greif auf 2 Beinen ist. Irgendwie sowas, bestimmt. Open the door.
Shit. But exhaustion wasn't enough, was it? The handle clicks as you twist it, and then the door groans open. You collapse to the ground, you and the princess, free from the confines of the cabin. As you exhale from the effort, you look up and see...
Stimme ist so weggefadet.
Yes?
Nothing. He's gone, and so is everything else.
Oh, also wir sind doch wieder am Ende der Welt.
So we did slay him after all. He had it coming, I suppose. But what about us? Are we just stuck here in nowhere forever? Did taking her out of the cabin really end the world?
Ja, aber es hat doch nichts anderes gemacht, als die Prinzessin zu killen. Also egal, was wir machen, wir enden immer in diesem leeren Blob.
We're still here. Yeah, but that thing you said earlier, are we not part of the world anymore? Are we in some world that exists after the world ends, or on top of the other world but not in it, or have we never been part of the world?
Okay, I've heard enough from these two. Let's see if I can pop out.
Yay, achievement Hitchhiker. You feel a lightness in your chest as a pair of sunken eyes emerge from your body and stare at you. Guck mal, die ist voll dankbar und so.
You actually freed me, didn't you? I'm outside. Thanks for giving me a second chance, killer.
Aber ich weiß schon, was passiert jetzt.
Don't mention it.
I think this is where I'm meant to be.
Okay, in meinem Kopf laufen Theorien vor sich hin. Aber erzähle ich gleich, wenn ihr jetzt seht, was wahrscheinlich jetzt passiert. Ja. Yep. Ich wusste, dass das passiert. Ich wusste, dass das passiert. Das passiert jedes Mal, wenn wir eine Version von der Prinzessin geschaffen haben, die fertig ist, die ausgereift genug ist, sein eigener Charakter zu sein. You don't get the chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
Alles gut, Hero, das ist normal.
There's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Of course you're scared, but this is the end for you, but it's not the end for me. Wir, der Spieler quasi, wir sind die übergreifende Instanz, die jeden Loop und jeden einzelnen Loop und jeden Superloop, nenne ich sie jetzt mal, kennt und darüber halt begreift, was passiert. Wie und eine andere Entität. Der Held nicht. Der Held stirbt quasi jetzt gleich, wenn man so will. Aber wir können ihn einfach mal beruhigen. It's gonna be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before. You always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
That's okay.
You don't need to comfort him.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice. Aber wir geben ihm ein bisschen Kraft.
Okay. If you say so, we'll trust you. Whatever makes you happy.
Glad. Vielen lieben Dank für die 50 Monate. Dankeschön. Willkommen zurück im Kult der Leute, die wir gesubbt haben, der bekannte speziellen Namen hat. Dankeschön. 4 Jahre, 2 Monate. Krasser Shit, oder? Danke, Glad. Wie geht's dir? Leute sagt, wait. Colt hat mich gerade zum ersten Mal direkt angesprochen. Zum ersten Mal? Weiß ich nicht. Meistens unterhalten sich Colt und Hero mit dem Narrator und nicht wirklich mit mir selbst. Aber ich glaube, die wissen durchgehend, dass ich da bin. Und einfach Twitch-Urgestein. Sag das doch nicht, ey. Oder du alter Sack. Approach the mirror. Und da sehen wir uns jetzt so ganz grob. You approach the mirror. Gaze. Silence as you reach forwards. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave. But you need to see what's in it. The decay. You're withered. Und meine andere Hand ist so. Weil mein was auch immer mit der Prinzessin passiert, passiert auch irgendwo mit mir selbst, weil sie und mein Schicksal miteinander verbunden sind. Und ich schätze mal, sie ist halt jetzt gestorben und verwest und wir halt dadurch auch. Aber wir leben noch und sind am Verwesen, schätze ich mal. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. Und da ist sie wieder. You are at the cabin. Handwesen. Approach her.
I am a growing chorus of contradiction, a mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
Und dieses Handwesen, ich hatte mal versucht, aus der flüchtigen Welt oder aus den flüchtigen Welten, die aktuell existieren, irgendwas Neues zu schaffen, braucht dazu aber Input und eine Idee, wie Menschen funktionieren oder wie Menschen miteinander umgehen oder wie Lebewesen allgemein sein könnten. Und es braucht einfach Input und Erinnerungen. Und deswegen bringen wir ihr halt jede Menge verschiedene Versionen von der Prinzessin. Und das ist quasi das Game. Das ist quasi ein Superloop ist, wir schaffen eine Prinzessin und wenn die fertig ist, kommt die hierher. Und wird von ihr quasi aufgegessen und dann geht's von vorne. Aber sie wächst dadurch jedes Mal. Das Handwesen. You can't be a contradiction. Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't it make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
Nee. If anything, it makes me like you more. I don't know what it says about me. Oder, no, not really. It all seems so distant as soon as I'm near you. Ganz ehrlich, irgendwie das hier. I have no opinion one way or the other. I just want it all to stop. Oder, yes, you're torturing me and I hate you. Nee. Sagen wir mal, nee, ist schon in Ordnung. Spätestens, wenn wir hier sind, ist eh alles egal.
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
True. Alles, was du mich gekannt hast, aber auch nichts davon. Sie hat sich also entwickelt. Ja, genau. Irgendwie könnte das Ganze eine Metapher sein für die Überwindung von Traumata und Zweifeln. Auf jeden Fall ist sie eine Repräsentation von etwas Neuem zu schaffen und durch Fehler zu lernen und aus Konflikten zu lernen vielleicht eher und trotz Konflikten weiterzugehen, weiter zu wachsen und in einem bildlichen Sinne oder im tragenden Sinne irgendwo eine neue Welt zu schaffen. Bei dir? Also ich hoffe natürlich, dass es bei euch soweit es geht, blenden geht. Bin gerade von der Arbeit nach Hause, Freundin schläft. Lag aber noch ein Geschenk im Wohnzimmer. Limited Edition displayed von Cyberpunk. Damn. Geiler Scheiß. Geiler Scheiß, ey. What do you think of this vessel?
This one is vaporous. She is a dream for a life she could never have. But that longing has given her so much capacity for kindness. She will make for an understanding heart.
I like this.
Do not mourn her. She will finally be able to hold what she never knew.
Sie wollte nämlich dieses Zuhause, glaube ich, immer haben. Ich glaube, das ist, wonach sie verlangt hat. Do you know what happens to the world we leave behind?
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me.
Also weißt du noch weniger als ich, Dankeschön.
Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
Danke. I don't want to go back anymore. I just want to stay here forever. Nah. I am ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Bam. Und wieder am Anfang. Und so, das ist das Game
You're
quasi.
on a path in the woods. And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Und jetzt sind wir wieder wirklich auf Punkt 0. Außer wir als Spieler wissen, Narrator ist auf 0 gesetzt, der Held ist auf 0 gesetzt, die Prinzessin ist auf 0 gesetzt.
You're here to slay her. If you...
Ja, wissen wir. Jetzt hab ich mal alle Loops, alle Superloops quasi mit einem ganz unterschiedlichen Ansatz begonnen. Mich würde mal interessieren, ob ich theoretisch die Prinzessin umbringen kann, den Geist wieder hervorrufen kann und dann den Geist umbringen kann. So, ne? Ob das quasi ein weiterer eine weitere Evolution von ihr quasi schafft. Was passiert beim Leaven? Das ist eine gute Frage. Das sagen wir mal saven, einfach mal so. Und dann machen wir mal, nö, wir gehen einfach. Turn around and leave.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Yes, I definitely know where I'm going. Lie. No. Nee, ich weiß es nicht.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about. That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Kann ich noch mehr gehen? Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
Aber das hat man auch noch gar nicht, das da, ne?
Dies. Forever.
Warum hast du jetzt so betont, dass jeder stirbt? Like, konnte irgendwer davon ausgehen, dass es einen anderen Tod außer Tod gibt? Ne, der Narrator weiß. Ich glaube, der weiß von den Loops, dass die zumindest theoretisch existieren. I don't care, I'm not killing a princess. Good, maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in this woods and ask me to kill someone for them. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
Es hat das mit Erwachsensein zu tun. Ich glaube halt nicht jeden Scheiß, der mir jemand sagt.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
There's no fighting this, is there? Never. Oh yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in different directions again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of this place.
There's always a choice. Let me tell you right now that you're making the wrong one for pretty much everyone who's ever lived, as well as for everyone who ever will.
Warum liegt das alles in meinen Schultern? Ich habe nie danach gefragt.
And here we go. As you trudge into the woods, something strange starts to happen. At first, it's little flickers out of the corner of your eyes. Glimpses of familiar wooden structures through the leaves.
Was ist mit der Musik los, ey?
But as you focus on your surroundings, you start to realize that those flickers weren't just a trick of light.
Uh-huh.
In every direction, there is a path and a cabin. And not just a cabin, the cabin. An infinite fractal of paths and cabins desperately trying to draw you back to where you need to be.
Und deswegen lässt mich halt so ein bisschen vermuten, dass der Narrator an sich einfach entweder eine Art System, in dem wir alle leben, repräsentiert und eine Unausweichlichkeit oder zumindest eine nicht sehr offensichtliche Art und Weise, dem aus dem Weg zu gehen, repräsentiert. Oder halt das Schicksal an sich, aber das wär zu oberflächlich. Like, der spricht ja schon, als wäre das Schicksal selbst, ne?
Wait, what's going on? But you're too stubborn for that, aren't you? It doesn't matter how many paths or cabins appear around you, you're just going to do whatever you can to shirk your responsibility because you care more about irritating me than you do about the fate of the world.
Ach, jetzt setzt du dich in die Opferrolle, oder was?
You've doomed us all, you know that, right? But of course you do. Otherwise you wouldn't just wander off into the forest in search of certain death.
Wieso certain death?
You lose track of just how long you spend aimlessly tromping through the wilderness. But it's not like any of that time spent lost in the woods really matters, because it isn't long before the world ends and everyone dies.
Hi there, mate. Bit rude to put that knife in me chest, innit?
Falsch. Ich wollte den drücken. Oh. Chapter 2.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin you're here to slay.
I'm getting this terrible sense of déjà vu. Okay, no. Oh, Lord. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just going to stay here in the woods. Stay in the woods forever. Wait, die Prinzessin ist immer noch da drin gewesen? Wait, die Prinzess, diesmal sind nur wir gestorben. Aber wenn wir sterben, fängt der Loop auch von vorne an. Ich schätze mal, die Prinzessin ist einfach verhungert da drin irgendwann oder weiß nicht. Ich weiß nicht, ob der Time Loop jedes Mal neu startet, wenn wir sterben, wenn wir beide sterben oder wenn einer von uns beiden stirbt. Okay. If I can't run away from the cabin, then I'm just going to stay here in the woods forever.
You have already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Already committed to my completion. You cannot... Oh, what the fuck? Nein, wir sind alle gestorben, hat er mir doch gesagt. Glaubt dem kein Wort, Lucario. Glaubt dem kein Wort. Also ich tue es zumindest nicht. Ich glaube, dass wir gestorben sind. Ich glaube nicht, dass die Prinzessin gestorben ist. Zumindest nicht durch die Tatsache, dass wir sie zurückgelassen haben. Ist die Welt, die der Narrator versucht, nicht enden zu lassen, einfach, dass die Prinzessin eingesperrt ist? Ist die Welt, die der Narrator versucht, nicht enden zu lassen, einfach, dass die Prinzessin eingesperrt ist? Was? Das verstehe ich nicht. Da muss, glaube ich, weiter ausholen. Lie, yep, okay, heading to the cabin. No, I'm here, I'm definitely going to slay the princess. Aber wir haben, glaube ich, nicht viele Optionen, oder? Die ganzen Explore-Dinger sind eigentlich nur Unterhaltungen, die nicht wirklich viel tun. Aber fragen mal. But I died, the whole world ended. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead and that the princess has yet to end the world, otherwise you wouldn't be here. And to answer your question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. I don't know. I think it's more fun if he knows what we're thinking. He's like a captive audience.
Oh, the Contrarian is back. Er ist auch cool.
The entire world ending wasn't enough to get rid of us. I don't think there's much he can do other than object. I wonder what else we can do to ruin his day. If by ruining my day, you mean ruining everyone's day forever, then yes, I suppose there are plenty of ways you could pull that off. The world really did end last time, didn't it? We should be careful. For all we know, we just got lucky. The world hasn't ended yet. And you are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff those pathetic little voices to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead.
Yeah, I'm get it. Going to the cabin. Proceed to the cabin. Lie. Oh, warum nehmen wir nicht dahin?
You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. A warning before you go any further.
Wände drumherum gebaut, ey.
She will lie.
And
she will
cheat. Ah ja, ich
We're
weiß.
stuck going in there. Maybe we should believe her. Maybe she isn't a liar. Ignore him. He's just being difficult for the sake of it. Let's keep an open mind.
Okay. Also du hast die Prinzessin befreit, Welt vorbei. Du hast sie getötet, Welt vorbei. Prinzessin, Geist im Keller, Welt da. Die ganze Welt kann nur existieren, wenn die Prinzessin im Keller ist. Aber warum sollte ich sie dann töten? Wäre es dann nicht am sinnvollsten, sie alleine zu lassen? Ich meine, da ist was dran. Bisher ist die Welt jedes Mal geendet, als sie rauskam. Aber die Welt ist auch geendet, als wir sie gekillt haben. Zumindest für uns.
The cabin interior is wrong. A confusing patchwork of many cabin interiors, all projected across what's almost the same space. But it's all shifted. An inch here, a foot there, such that the seams are never quite visible enough for the place to make any sense.
Ich glaube, wir haben ein bisschen was abgefuckt dadurch.
The only furniture of note is a plain table, its legs all the wrong lengths. Its material devoid of feature.
Okay.
Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
So, mit oder ohne Dolch runtergehen? Ich sag euch mit sicherer Wahrscheinlichkeit, dass die Prinzessin anders reagieren wird, wenn wir mit oder ohne Dolch runtergehen. Chat, mit oder ohne? Raum-Kontinuum. Ich kann lesen, ey. Raum-Zeit-Kontinuum einfach gesprengt worden. Ohne? Okay.
The blade is your implement.
Na,
If you want us
Schnauze.
to take it, maybe we should just leave it to collect dust. Or better yet, grab it and throw it out the window. What good is a knife against a world-ending monstrosity anyway? No, we're taking the knife. Have you seen this place? We have literally no idea what to expect and no idea what we're dealing with.
Chill,
I've
Hero.
already told you what you're dealing with. You're dealing with a princess. How many times do I have to explain this incredibly simple and straightforward premise? You can't just say that, not when everything here is so wrong. Listen to me. My job is to describe facts as facts and to guide you through your job, which is to slay the princess and through that action, save the entire world.
Doubt. Sie zu killen ist unser Grund, überhaupt zu existieren. Ich meine, in Chapter 1 haben wir uns geweigert, sie zu töten. Erfolgreich haben wir unsere Daseinsberechtigung weggeworfen. Du meinst, dass der Narrator uns quasi gekillt hat in diesem Chapter 1, weil er gemerkt hat, okay, wir machen eh nicht, was er will. Aber warum ist er so darauf fixiert, die ganze Welt enden zu lassen? Oder, warum ist er darauf fixiert, dass wir das tun und nicht irgendjemand anders? Ich glaube nicht, dass seine Aufgabe einfach nur ist, die Prinzessin töten zu lassen, sondern dass es darum geht, dass wir das tun. Das ist relativ klar eigentlich at this point.
If you're going to slay her, you cannot let fear creep into your heart. You cannot lose yourself before you even get to her.
Oh,
you've piqued my interest. What's going to happen if we lose ourselves? Nothing, because you're going to pull yourself together. Just ignore the stressful geometry and stay calm. How? Even if we closed our eyes, you're constantly describing it to us. I'm not going to stop doing my job, so you're just going to have to get better at yours. And quickly, if you don't mind. Yes, take a deep breath. I'm all for getting under his skin, but we'll miss out on loads of fun if we shrivel up into a ball and go insane the first time we see something weird. What you're seeing here is obviously real. Just accept it and go with the flow. It really isn't hard. Okay, I'm fine. Good. Now, whenever you're ready, we're all waiting for you to complete a very important task.
Wir ignorieren auch den Spiegel mal. Enter the basement. Wir nehmen kein
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a web of branching staircases all built from unidentifiable materials.
Weil es niemand anderen gibt. Die Welt besteht quasi nur aus zwei Wesen, uns und die Prinzessin, wenn man bedenkt, dass der Narrator uns so im Griff haben kann. Aber warum, wenn das der Fall ist, warum spielt es eine Rolle, ob die Welt untergeht oder nicht? Er spricht ja immer von anderen Wesen, die davon beeinflusst werden, ob wir sterben oder nicht. Von denen wir noch nie was gesehen haben, die vielleicht nicht existieren, die vielleicht nur als Argumentationsmittel genutzt werden.
Nothing here seems to belong. And the closer you examine your surroundings, the more confused you get. Your head throbbing with the effort of making sense of this place. None of the stairs even seem to go anywhere, let alone down. The air here has a sickening, almost sludge-like miasma to it, the kind of indiscernible quality that comes from the blending together of every scent there is at once. An odour that is simultaneously everything and yet the sum of it all coalescing into a thick, nauseating nothing.
Okay, das ist eine gute Geschichte, das da. Ich mag diesen Loop bisher schon. Die anderen Menschen sollen quasi die Motivation sein, die er in uns rein gaslighten will. Aber was ist, wenn er das wirklich auch glaubt? Was ist, wenn er auch nur eine Puppe ist, von der höheren Macht kontrolliert? Sagen wir, der Narrator ist ähnlich wie die Stimmen, auch ein Teil von uns, aber was von außen quasi uns auferlegt wurde, von einem höheren Wesen.
If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Yay!
Her voice, a disquieting collage of tone and personality, drags up the stairs.
Hello? Hi. What are you doing here? Are you here to kill?
No, thank you.
Ich meine, es gibt zwei Möglichkeiten. Entweder kontrolliert ihr alles oder kontrolliert nichts und beschreibt nur. Nee, wir haben schon Beweise, dass er Dinge verändern kann. Aber nur, wenn wir das zulassen. Also in der Tat stimmt die Behauptung so sogar nicht. Er hat auf jeden Fall eine gewisse Macht über uns.
Oh, don't be such a baby. I don't want to do this. Let's just turn around and leave. This feels wrong. This feels like a trap. Like whatever we do, we're gonna die. We don't even have a weapon. But we already tried turning around and leaving, didn't we? And he threw up a wall. No way to go but forward. And whatever choice we make, whatever she is, we know one thing for sure. And what's that? That the fate of the world hinges on your success? There'll still be plenty of ways to ruin his day.
Take the hard stairs, take the center stairs, take the soft stairs, take the center stairs.
You step onto the center staircase. Paths wind out around you in all directions, each step branching into its own staircases, which branch into their own staircases, and so on. You aren't quite sure if yours is taking you up or down, but at the very least, it's taking you somewhere.
Voll die fractal staircases, ey.
You concentrate on where you are, careful not to stray onto any of the many splitting branches that tempt you on all sides. You wouldn't want to have to backtrack to yours once you'd made a decision that took you someplace else. And so you take one careful, focused step after another. 1 foot down, another foot down, another after that. You lose yourself in following the correct pattern, in following what looks to be the true path, the one that cuts straight down, or up, or maybe sideways.
Oh, we are losing ourselves.
But no matter the direction it goes, it certainly is the most true path. You know that much. You slowly lose sense of yourself the further you go. Time disappears, and you can feel yourself begin to untether.
Warum?
Physical sensations dull and then vanish, until the only things experienced are the endless repeating patterns and emotions of the journey, a continuous march forward to a destination long forgotten. Consumption and betrayal, skepticism and blind devotion, rivalry and submission, terror and longing, pain and unfamiliarity. And at the heart of it all, an emotion that can only be described as...
Can I help you?
Princess. Warum wusste ich nur, dass jetzt in der Mitte die Princess auftaucht? Hi.
What the hell was that? What happened to us? I feel so strange. Like I'm fundamentally different, but also still the same person I was at the top of the stairs. Oh well, that was a trip, but now it's over. Time to get back to our old devilish ways. The princess, eyes bright but otherwise shrouded in darkness, watches you impatiently from the other side of the basement. Don't forget why you're here. And why are we here again? In case you weren't listening, I'm afraid I lost myself on the way down. You're here to... He's just being an ass, we remember. Though I'm still not sure if we should trust you. Let's talk to her for a bit, try and get our bearings. She seems... normal.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was here. What's your name? Na, fang mal ganz freundlich an.
Princess.
Oh, ne, stimmt, das wissen wir schon, der Name ist Princess.
You can call me Princess, if you'd like.
As the princess speaks again, it's almost as if she fractures. And where there was once just one of her, there is now another.
Okay.
We can do that? I don't like this. It's those cabins all over again. Can we put her back? You said you'd been here before, right? What exactly happened last time? Does it matter? Yes, it matters. But I'm not going to waste any more time prying out details if you're going to be so irritating about it. It seems to me like you saw something you weren't supposed to have seen. If only you'd listened to whatever words of wisdom you were given in that other reality. But what's done is done, isn't it?
Ich glaube, dass jeder Narrator in seiner Welt halt gefangen ist. Aber der weiß von dem Konzept von den anderen Welten. Und er weiß es nicht nur von uns.
Whatever you saw last time, unsee it. Whatever thoughts weaseled their way into your head, unthink them. If it's not already too late. You have a job to do here and you need to do it now.
Nope.
Oh, new plan. Let's see if we can make even more of her.
Getting down here was weird. Like, I was pulled apart and put back together again. Do you know what happened to me? Ich mag die Frage. I'm getting you out of here. Try to free her. Warum ist das da eine und dieselbe Antwort? I'm trying to get you out of here. Try to free her. I don't know what you are, but I can still trust you. I can't trust anything here. Leave her in the basement. Retrieve. Warum ist das eine Antwort? Anzeigefehler. Oder wir sind selber schon aufgesplittet in mehrere. Ich kann ja mal speichern. Und einfach mal das sagen. Okay, aber okay. Ne, warte mal. Ich will auf einmal mit dir. Doch, ich will das mal alles sagen.
Wait, that's not right. Go on. You take a step forward. Your foot lands, but it lands different. You experience a firm footfall, a gentle tread, a confident stride. You can feel yourself rupture. The room spins, your perception multiplying in a sickening kaleidoscope as your very self is pulled in incomprehensibly many directions. You find the blade suddenly in your hands. All at once you use it to strike at her bindings as you remain upstairs and slay her and leave her to languish alone. Is this what the end of the world looks like? What an unbearable mess. But this... we can't... Do you not have anything witty to say? I could use a good bit of wit right now. No, I don't, because this isn't fun. How are we supposed to have fun if everything is happening at the same time? It's the same as nothing happening, and nothing is excruciating. Luckily for all of us, nothing and everything doesn't go on forever. The world and the princess collapse in on themselves before it all.
Okay, wir haben die Realität etwas zu weit zerrissen, glaube ich. Es hat wirklich alles zusammen...
Falls apart?
Oh, wir haben so eine Polyprinzessin geschaffen.
I think he's gone.
Oh, wir sind am super Ende der Welt, glaube ich.
We were never going to salvage this, were we?
What happened to us? What are we? There are parts of us that are dead, and others, they just don't fit. They just don't fit. We can feel them moving around in spaces they don't belong. It's all so uncomfortable.
Es tut mir leid, ey, das darfst du echt nicht verdienen, Prinzessin.
Did you do this? Did we do this? Can you pull us back apart? Can you fix us?
Nee, aber ich kann dich resetten.
We should help her. I think we did this.
Das ist richtig. Also Kaio schreibt eben, kann natürlich sein, aber lass dir mal eine Frage oder zwei stellen. Wer sollte überhaupt im Narrator dieses Szenario eintrichtern und warum ist die Welt untergegangen, als wir uns geweigert haben? Die Prinzessin ist gefangen, sie kommt nicht vom Fleck und der Narrator sagte, dass die Welt untergeht, wenn die Prinzessin die Cabin verlässt. Und wenn das stimmen sollte, hätte die Welt in Chapter 1 nicht untergehen dürfen. Wer sollte überhaupt im Narrator dieses Szenario eintrichtern? Gehen wir davon aus, dass wir von unserem Blickwinkel noch nicht das ganze Konzept dieser Welt verstehen. Wir haben auch quasi am Ende des ersten Loops erst herausgefunden, dass es Handpersonen gibt. Wir wissen noch nicht, was ihr endgültiges Ziel ist. Wir können nur vermuten. Und die Tatsache, dass der Narrator jedes Mal von Grund auf die gleichen Informationen bekommt oder die gleichen Informationen uns eintrichtern will, unabhängig davon, was wir ihm erzählen und das mit quasi sein ganzes Wesen daraus besteht, uns auf diesen Weg schubsen zu wollen, kann eigentlich nur eine von zwei Sachen heißen. Und zwar entweder es ist quasi nicht wirklich ein Wesen, sondern mehr ein Konzept, das einfach blind, also ein Konzept wie Schicksal zum Beispiel, das einfach uns blind irgendwo reindrücken will. Das ist die eine Geschichte. Und dann hat es auch gar keine eigene Möglichkeit zu hinterfragen, ob das richtig ist, weil es halt eben nur ein Konzept ist. Oder es ist einfach ein Tool von einer höheren Macht, die wir noch nicht kennen. Die im Endeffekt gesehen habt, und diese höhere Macht, die wahrscheinlich dann wirklich mehr Einfluss auf die Welt hat. Gehen wir davon aus, dass das Handwesen eine neue Welt schaffen will, mit neuen Regeln, mit neuen Werten, neuen Erfahrungen und so weiter. Und was auch immer die alte Welt repräsentiert, das ist das Fußwesen von mir aus. Das ist das, was den Narrator füttert mit der Idee, dass die Prinzessin das Haus nicht verlassen darf oder das eigentlich sterben sollte, damit sie eben nicht Okay, pass auf. Vielleicht versteht dieses Fußwesen, nennen wir es einfach mal, das ist der aktuelle Gott, der hier herrscht, weiß theoretisch von dem Handwesen, das die neue Welt schaffen will, aber versteht noch nicht ganz, wie es daran hindern kann, zu wachsen und eine neue Welt zu schaffen. Und dann wäre es quasi die Prophezeiung, die dem auferlegt wird, hey, kill die Prinzessin und dann kann sie halt nicht Teil der neuen Welt werden. Hallo PK. Hello. Okay.
How surprisingly sincere. I didn't actually think our actions had consequences.
Ach komm schon, ey.
It's a little late for regret, isn't it?
Please.
Oh Gott, wie machen wir das? It's gonna be okay, I'll do my best. I don't think you're supposed to be fixed, no. You just destroyed everything, I'm not going to fix you. Nee, we're gonna be okay. Oh, oder so. Oder das geht auch. Oh Gott. Tut mir so leid, Handwesen. The illusion of choice, when everything is possible, nothing is. Neues Achievement. Ah, okay.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And is that a mirror?
Okay, ja, sag aber auch schon. Approach the mirror. Wer sind wir diesmal? Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. Was repräsentiert der Spiegel? Eigentlich Selbstreflexion. Er lässt uns auf uns zurückblicken, was wir getan haben, ohne die Stimmen von außerhalb. Also quasi der Augenblick, wo das Ego sich selbst gegenübersteht, ohne die ganzen anderen Stimmen im Kopf. The remains. You're unraveled. You've unraveled. Du meinst, die Prinzessin beeinflusst uns? Aber da hat sie uns ja auch besessen. Die Prinzessin beeinflusst uns. Die Prinzessin beeinflusst uns als Spieler mit ihren Reaktionen. Aber ich glaube nicht, dass die Prinzessin auf die Art und Weise eine höhere Macht hat. Nochmal, ich glaube, wenn wir jetzt mal aus dem Spiel und der Prinzessin und der Handfigur und mal einen Schritt zurücktreten und das Spiel als eine große Metapher sehen, als das, was eigentlich hinten dran stecken soll, bin ich der festen Überzeugung, dass es auf eine gewisse Art und Weise um eine ich sag mal, Machthierarchie innerhalb der Gesellschaft geht. Du hast quasi den oberen Konstrukt, das blind irgendwelche Regeln und Gesetze uns auferlegt. Wir sind diejenige Person, die sich davon beeinflussen lässt und andere verändert aufgrund dessen, und die Prinzessin ist die jeweilige Person, die diese Veränderung empfängt, aber auch selbst sich daraufhin ändert und diese Änderung an uns zurückspiegelt und so weiter. Unraveled gleich entwirrt. Ich glaube, das waren einfach nur die Reflexion unserer Entscheidungen. Wir werden von allen Seiten gegaslightet.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there.
Do you know what we'll find out there?
Nee. Is this a rhetorical question? Do you know? Do you want to tell me?
Rhetorical. I am not rhetorical. I have only known these spaces, and I have known flickers of the lives you've brought me, short and violent and full of passion. But all of those flickers end where the long quiet begins. I'm asking you because I cannot know your mind. Do you know what we'll find out there?
There's trees and stars, and there are people, I think. At least there are supposed to be people. Do you think that anything is real out there? Do you think that we are real? Was ist für eine unnötig existenzielle Frage? Do you have thoughts on this vessel? Nee. Do you know what happens when you awaken? Ne, wir fangen mal hier an. Wir sagen mal ja, so halt, Welt.
There is a warmth and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
Wie wir. Menschen sind temporär, aber wir sind es nicht. Na gut, wir haben ich weiß nicht, ob unser Konzept von Tod, das wir erleben, das gleiche Konzept von Tod ist wie die Menschen, wie, ich sag mal, die anderen Menschen, die angeblich mit jedem Loop irgendwie sterben oder auch nicht. Ne? Ob das Gleiche ist. Do you have any thoughts on this vessel? Oh no.
These ones are a contradiction. A winding kaleidoscope of paths unwalked. They are stretched into a shape not unlike me, but it is a shape they cannot hold. They will make for a rich and vibrant heart.
Du hast zumindest jetzt viele Eindrücke bekommen dadurch, ne?
Do not mourn them, for they will finally get to know themselves.
Sehr gut. Also ja, du hast eben gefragt, also werden wir von allen Seiten gegaslightet? Nee, ich glaube, wir werden ausschließlich gegaslightet direkt eigentlich nur von dem Narrator. Von anderen Seiten, also wenn es noch eine Hierarchie über dem Narrator gibt, dann versucht er uns zu manipulieren über den Narrator. Aber der Narrator nutzt halt unter anderem Gaslighting, um das zu tun. Also doch noch irgendwo anders hin? Wait. Das Vessel ist hier gefangen und besteht aus der Prinzessin, die in der Cabin gefangen ist. Und die Vessel, die wir gebracht haben, ist eine Iteration der Prinzessin, die wir geschaffen haben durch unsere Aktionen. Wir, mit dem, was wir tun, beeinflussen wir die Welt um uns herum. Und das spiegelt sich im Endeffekt in uns wieder, in dem Spiegelbild, das wir sehen, aber auch in der Prinzessin selbst. Und dass die Prinzessin selbst, die wir ihr zu der Handperson geben, ist das, was quasi die neue Welt füttern würde. Also ein bisschen, wir entscheiden, wie die Welt um uns rum, die zukünftige Welt um uns rum existiert. Indem wir gute Entscheidungen treffen, füttern wir sie halt mit guten Informationen, aber auch schlechte Informationen oder Negativbeispiele sind ja auch wichtig. Irgendwie sowas. When you send me back, I'm not alone. There's a voice that speaks to me. Some of them are me, but one of them is something else. I call him the narrator, and he wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator? Have the vessels had one? Oh, das ist die Frage. Das ist eine gute Frage.
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
Eher vielleicht nicht. He does. I don't know why, but I know this for a fact. He does. I know what I'm going to do when I find him. He does. And when I find him, you and I are finally going to have answers. He does. And when I find him, I'm going to kill him. Ich glaube, der Narrator ist auch nur ein Tool. Karas, hello. Mal wieder Besuch bei bei tausendarmigen Lady, yes. Handfreund is back. Yes, he does, but you're going to keep that to yourself. Do you think the narrator lives in the space beyond? Wir haben nur Ja als Antwort. Yes, he does. And when I find him, you and I are finally going to have some answers. Will sie Answers haben oder wollen wir nur Answers haben? Sure.
Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves.
Damn. Die immer. Do not look to one who fears me for your truth. The only answers worth knowing are those we can find within ourselves. Das ist gut. Das ist gut. Und sonst, Karas, wie geht's dir? Alles fit? Ja, der Narrator könnte uns nach deiner Theorie nicht gaslighten, da Gaslighting stets bewusst geschieht. Es ist, wenn korrekterweise, ein indirektes Gaslighting durch das Fußwesen, wie du es nanntest. Ich denke schon, dass der Narrator ein groß genuges Verständnis davon hat, um die richtigen Worte zu finden, um uns dazu zu bringen, was zu tun, was wir tun sollten. Er weiß mehr, als er uns sagt, aber nicht alles, was er sagt, ist eine Lüge. Ich denke schon, dass er durchaus in der Lage wäre, uns zu gaslighten. Aber dafür müsste ich halt seinen Hintergrund wissen. Und das werden wir vielleicht niemals herausfinden, und das ist auch okay. Okay.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are.
Oh. Ein letzter
I
Loop.
will be here, waiting for you.
Wait, ein letzter Loop? Oh.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. You're here to sleep.
Ja, wie du sagtest, der Narrator es ja nicht mal selbst wissen, ob es war es oder nicht. Was war es oder nicht? Dass die Welt untergeht? Das ist das Einzige, was ihm eingepläut wurde. Das ist, ich glaube, glaube nicht, dass der Narrator ein Wesen ist, das so komplexe Entscheidungen treffen könnte wie, okay, ich weiß vielleicht nicht, ob die Welt untergeht oder doch untergeht, aber ich möchte das für mich entscheiden, dass er die Prinzessin umbringt, also nutze ich alle Mittel. Nee, ich glaube aber, er ist ein eindimensionales Wesen in dem Sinne, das eine Aufgabe hat. Und dieses flache Wissen, was er hat, also wir sollen die Prinzessin umbringen, und er weiß wahrscheinlich selber nicht wirklich, was passiert am Ende, aber er hat diese Aufgabe, das zu tun. Oder er hat diesen Sinn auferlegt bekommen. So. Aber nochmal, ich glaube, das spielt keine große Rolle, was jetzt genau seine Beweggründe sind und wie viel genau er weiß. Interessanter ist, ob er also wir wissen, er ist nicht vertrauenswürdig. Im Sinne von, wir sollten nicht tun, was er sagt. Und B, er sagt auch nicht alles, was er weiß. Er ist aber auch nicht ein klassischer Antagonist. Also, er ist nicht der Bösewicht. Er ist ein Konzept, ein Mittel, ein seelenloses, ein herzloses Mittel, das uns dazu führt, Dinge zu tun, die wir tun. Okay. Wir gehen mal direkt zum Cabin.
You make your way up the shore.
Ja. Ich will mal gucken, ob ich wieder den Geist rufen kann.
The interior of the cabin, the blade is...
Wir hatten bisher immer...
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the prince.
Bisher immer immer andere Wege genommen.
Who's there?
She said, don't let it... Good. You're still
Kein
listening
Spiegel.
to reason.
Im ersten Run ist nie ein Spiegel. Er kommt immer erst im zweiten.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She's so coldly beautiful. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are.
Wir werden das einfach sofort wieder stabben.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Also wir machen jetzt wieder Geister-Run
I'm
quasi.
probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should...
She's unarmed.
Little Princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh ease.
This is it. Isn't
Yeah.
Do you act...
It's like she's Yes. Even as she lays there dying,
So, und
she
jetzt.
entirely believes
Jetzt.
herself to be alive
Jetzt.
and well.
Jetzt.
It's over, isn't it?
Warte, ich habe eine
She
Idee.
stopped breathing moments ago. But is it over? Really over?
Wir haben das schon gesagt. Wir kamen da schon raus. Also, wenn wir jetzt sagen, of course not, that was too easy, dann ist es unsere Entscheidung als Spieler und wir beeinflussen damit die Welt. Wir sind der Auserwählte, wir haben die Macht. Wir sind weiß nicht, Teil der Menschenmenge, die ihr Umfeld beeinflussen können. Und sie ist immer nur unser Spielball. Stimmt das jetzt auch? Wenn ich jetzt sage, nein, dann haben wir eine größere Macht, als wir denken. Nicht der Auserwählte. Ich glaube einfach, ich sage mal gesellschaftlich bevorteiligte Menschen. Wenn das alles eine Metapher für unsere Gesellschaft ist und für ein Zusammenleben auf dieser Welt.
It's over. Don't get all worked up. We should make sure.
Der Highlander.
What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Du bist ein Highlander, Max. Hi, schönen guten Abend.
I really don't think you should do that.
Und dann greift sie uns und bringt uns um.
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us? I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy. The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
Check for pulse.
You lean down and place your hand against her neck, holding your breath as you search for a pulse, even though you know you're not going to find one. We definitely won't if you keep talking. I'm sorry, do you want her to be alive? You just saved the entire world from annihilation. Why are you suddenly trying to call that into question?
Ich habe das von vornherein hinterfragt. Das weißt du aber nicht. Ah.
Wait, what was that? You know what that was. That was the sound of a heartbeat, followed by another, and another.
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Siehst du? Also was wir tun, beeinflusst die Welt fast mehr, als das, was der Narrator tut. Ich schätze mal, wenn der Narrator die Welt beeinflusst, dann weil wir ihm die Macht dazu geben.
Something sharp digs into your side, the shock of it sending your nerves into a pained frenzy. Quick, let's get out of here. It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs. As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
Hätten wir sie allein gelassen? Okay. Vielleicht wäre sie aber auch dann an sich gestorben dann irgendwann. Es wäre möglich, jetzt so rein realistisch gesehen, dass sie einfach nicht direkt tot war nach dem Stich in die Brust und dass sie halt erst eine halbe Stunde später gestorben ist. Und dadurch, dass wir den Puls vorher nicht gecheckt haben, wir deswegen einfach sie sterben haben lassen in der Situation, in der Position. Also vielleicht haben wir es doch nicht verändert, wirklich die Welt. Vielleicht haben wir ja nicht wieder Leben eingehaucht, dadurch, dass wir daran gezweifelt haben, dass sie tot war.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now.
Okay.
See you around.
See you.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate? It doesn't matter. At least you managed to take her with you. For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark and you die.
Aber heißt das jetzt, dass theoretisch, dass die Welt, die jetzt existiert hat, in der wir gerade eben waren, dass die jetzt weiter existieren darf, weil die Prinzessin tot ist? Chapter 2, The Razor. Ich glaube, das ist
You're
neu.
on a path in
Ja, ja.
you're here to
Ja, ja. Ja, wir gehen like zur Cabin.
A warning. She will. He couldn't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
The Cheated, der ist auch neu.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful. Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Aber The Cheated, also der Hintergangene quasi. Mal mit dem Dolch auf den Spiegel zugehen, haben wir das mal gemacht?
Walk up to the wall next to the basement door. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror.
Grab the mirror.
You reach
Mirror's
forward.
gone. There's
There
okay.
was a mirror. Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us.
Okay.
I hate this place.
Okay.
The
Aber
door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall. The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. and you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Er hat den Satz gesagt. Muss mal renoviert werden, ey. Wir haben das gemacht, ne? Wir haben diese Welt geschaffen durch unsere blinde Wut.
Scraping? She's not even trying to hide her knife. It's like she wants to get in our head. That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head. Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
Oh.
There is something so wrong with that voice. Yeah, she thinks she's better than us, like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across the room.
Sieht erschreckend normal aus. Ich hatte mit einer schlimmeren Version von ihr gerechnet.
Finally, somebody. Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Ich würde ja noch mal gucken, ob wir uns gegenseitig gekillt bekommen.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
Do you remember what happened last time?
Last time? If somebody came into my house and stabbed me to death and then I killed him, surely I would remember that.
Okay.
But I don't remember it, so it must not have happened.
Last time? What are you talking about? Ugh, it's like the two of you are working together on this. Aren't you listening to her? She's obviously lying through her teeth.
Natürlich ist das, du
I'm terrible
Depp.
at spotting lies, and even I can tell something's up here. We can't be the only ones that looped back to the start. Someone else has to remember, right? Yes, something is obviously up, and we can all tell that she's lying. The thing she's lying about is how dangerous she is, not dimension hopping or time travel or whatever it is you think you're doing.
Er benutzt wieder Worte, die wir in diesem Loop noch nicht benutzt haben. Ne, er weiß davon. Oder er weiß, dass wir es wissen. Wenn der Narrator ein Teil von uns ist, kann... Nee, es macht keinen Sinn. Nevermind. So you do remember it. I know you have a knife. I let you out of here if you drop it. Ja, von wegen. Das haben wir schon verkackt. Wir haben sie schon halt mit unserem Verhalten so hintergangen, dass sie uns auch in dem Loop nicht mehr vertrauen wird. We killed each other last time. I'd rather not do this again. Oder? Look, I know that you're mad about me, but I think we both need to let bygones be bygones. What if we're both honest with each other? I was sent here to stop you from ending the world, and you killed me last time after coming back from being stabbed in the heart. Sure.
That doesn't sound like me.
Ach komm.
I have absolutely zero doubts that she is going to stab us if we get close to her. She certainly feels threatening. Just because she's acting like she's going to stab you doesn't mean she has the means to actually do it.
Das ist keine sehr hilfreiche Aussage.
But you know who is armed? You. So stop second-guessing yourself and do your job.
Aber siehst auch, wie blind er ist. Like, wenn er wirklich so eine übermäßige Macht wäre, die Kontrolle über Time Loops und so hätte und ich die Informationen nicht irgendwo anders her beschaffen müsste, dann wüsste sie auch, dass das Unsinn ist, was er gerade sagt.
But I'm nervous.
Ich sag, der Narrator ist auch nur eine Puppe.
all the more reason to jump into the deep end and deal with her right now before you waste any more time getting stuck in your head.
I don't know. Was haben wir noch für Fragen, die wir stellen können? Okay. We killed each other last time. I rather not do that again.
But if we killed each other, then why are we here, right now? Both of us normal and unstabbed.
Ach komm.
Would I just lie? Would I just lie to your face and tell you a thing I remembered happening didn't happen just so I could stab you again?
Sie versteckt er nicht mal.
Just so I could stab you for the first time.
Ach komm, sie weiß genau, dass wir sie durchblickt haben.
Aha! She slipped up there. She said again, and her taking it back doesn't count. Do you hear how deranged you sound right now? Please stop dawdling. This is only going to end with violence. Postponing the inevitable is only going to make it worse for you when it actually happens.
I know you have a knife. I'll let you out of here if you drop it. Das stimmt ja auch nicht. Oder was ist denn, wenn wir sie jetzt hintergehen?
A knife? What are you talking about? I don't have a knife. Where would I keep a knife?
Das ist die Ich bin absolut nicht am Lügen Stimme Deluxe, ey. Was? Ein Messer?
And why would I stab you to death? I don't know you. You haven't given me a reason to stab you to death. It would be so silly of me to cut you open and look at your insides.
Okay, I could have sworn we didn't mention stabbing anyone to death. Sounds like she's really out for blood. Fortunately for you, she isn't armed.
Weißt du doch gar nicht. Prove it then. Prove that you don't have a knife.
It would be so much easier to prove that I do have a sharp object. I could just show it to you. But I don't have one, so I can't.
The princess smiles as she pulls her hands from behind her back.
Die hat dir schon Arschbacken stecken, die Klinge.
But look at this! Hands! Hands that don't have anything in them to stab you with!
Her smile stretches into an even wider grin as she shakes her sleeves.
And empty sleeves, too! Look at how few stabbing implements I have. It's practically zero.
Es ist quasi null. Es ist quasi null Messer. But what if you were hiding it somewhere secret?
I've shown you all of my hiding spots. What kind of princess do you think I am? I would never hide something sharp somewhere secret. Wait, that sounds like I'm lying, but I'm actually not. My secret zones are for me, only they have nothing to do with you or my intention to not stab you to death the second you get close to me.
Her smile drops for a moment, her expression sharp and flat.
I assure you, there's nothing hidden there.
I'm inclined to believe her on that one. She seems serious. Of course, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't have something hidden somewhere. We know for a fact she's armed.
If I come close to you, you're going to stab me, aren't you? Well, I'd like to trust you, but you're being suspicious right now. Kinda sus.
That's so rude of you, passing judgments on strangers you've never met just because they're different from you. How would you like it if I did that, huh? Silly little bird face thinks he's so serious coming down here but doesn't know anything. Thinks he can tell me to get rid of all the knives I don't even have while he gets to wave one around right in front of me. I bet you didn't like that, did you? I bet you didn't like being judged for no reason.
How many more times does she have to vaguely threaten you before you finally decide you're ready to deal with her? We're clearly still figuring out our angle. We don't have the luxury of watching this from a distance. Oh, I'm sorry, do you think I'm in a position of luxury right now? You're acting like you are. My entire world is at risk.
Deine Welt.
Then maybe you should behave with a little more humility. A bit of self-deprecation would go a long way. No, I have my dignity. Fine, then we'll continue to treat you exactly how you deserve to be treated.
Okay, I know you're mad at me, but I think we just need to let bygones be bygones.
But I'm not mad at you, so please stop standing so far out of reach.
I think I've said my piece at this point. I think we all have. But if you want to keep exhausting your questions, it beats getting stabbed to death.
Okay, ich glaube, wir haben so alles auch schon durchgefragt. Nobody has to die. Okay, what are you going to do if I let you out? Nee, du sagst ja auch nix, ey. Da wird nichts Sinnvolles sagen. Wobei, allein um den Narrator mal zu ärgern.
All sorts of things, which is why I think that's a great idea. I would love to not be chained up down here. Being chained up is so boring, and I crave fresh and new activities to broaden my horizons.
Please don't let her out of here. Believe it or not, I think I'm actually with him on this. Okay, but what if all of this is just a misunderstanding? There has to be room for this to be a misunderstanding.
Ah, ich weiß nicht. Wir können einfach gehen. Activities like stabbing or cutting or murdering?
Yes, I mean, maybe. I've never done any of those things, but there is something alluring about the sound of it. I think it would also be fun to do other activities like look at a bird or touch a tree.
Okay, now listen. You're not actually buying this, are you? Listen. Yes, I would like to look at a bird. You can look at a bird later. But if we look at a bird now, we wouldn't have to be here. He has a point. Just make a decision already.
Ja, ist ja okay, ist okay. Mein Ziel ist, dass wir uns gegenseitig abstechen, ne? Ich gehe mal näher dran. Approach the princess.
Of course I won't.
Against your better judgment, you walk across the room to within arm's reach of the princess. I don't like the way you said within arm's reach. You hear the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat. Whose meat? Not ours, right? Hers, at first. Then yours. Your neck, specifically.
Hehe.
You collapse to the ground, your vision swimming as you attempt to focus on her bloody blade and the limp sack of flesh that was once her arm.
You're going to die now.
And with a quick jerk of her elbow, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Das war ja langweilig. Ich dachte, wir könnten uns gegenseitig abstechen damit irgendwie, aber nee. Chapter 3, The Arms Race, okay.
You're on a path in the woods. You're what? The interior of the cabin is sharp, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
Was nicht?
I feel dizzy. Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Oh, cheated? Hat plötzlich die Griffel, oh.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running isn't an option anymore.
Oh, the hunted.
What's the point of fighting if she's just going to win every time?
The broken?
Hurts being sliced to pieces. We're better off just sitting up here and doing nothing.
Wir haben so viele Stimmen jetzt in uns. 4, oder?
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times? This is our third? No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realise that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
5. Hero, Cheats, Hunted, Broken. Wenn der Narrator mitrechnet, dann sind es 5, ja.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility. I couldn't agree more. We couldn't be trusted with the fate of a single person, let alone the fate of the world. Let's just stay focused, shall we? The only furniture of note is a bent metal table. A pristine blade perched. We take it. Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp. That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually. And what if we never do? So, are you just going to stand there, or are you going to head to the basement like you're supposed to? I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there? You walk through the door. You do know what doors are, right? But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again. There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore. I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Approach the mirror, I guess.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just move it out of the way without looking. I don't want to see us. I'm sure we all look awful after dying twice. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising. It was never there. Just an illusion.
Was heißt, dass der Mirror immer eine Illusion ist?
Guess it's time for us to see her again. Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Das da endet nicht gut.
Your body tumbles onto the basement floor and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hi, it looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
Fun for her, maybe. I didn't like dying all over again. Thinking about dying makes us as good as dead. The only thing that matters is survival. Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once. Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
Warum weißt du das jetzt? Warum weißt du das plötzlich? Warum weißt du das jetzt? Ich denke, du weißt nichts Loop-übergreifendes.
The past isn't real. There's only here and now.
Ich glaube immer weniger, dass der nichts weiß. Aber ich weiß ja nicht, was er weiß.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades, glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Das ist relativ schlecht.
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
Nimm das Schwert und stich zu.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Shit. She's coming for us and I'm out of ideas.
Schaut, ich hab Angst. Halt mich. We're fighting here, obviously. We're going to appeal to authority, puff her up a bit. There's no reason we can't talk this out. Nah. Oh, that's easy. I'm going to try flirting with her. Okay. She has swords for arms. And we don't. We are panicking. Okay, true. We're going to fight her and we're going to have a stiff upper lip about it. She can't hurt us if we don't let ourselves feel it. Okay? She wins by killing us, right? So let's beat her to it. Oh, dann stabben wir uns selbst? Nee. Das ist alles scheiße. Wir denken uns was anderes aus.
That's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Das ist hier näher an
Just
uns
standing
ran,
there, huh? A bold strategy.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
Okay, never mind. I tried.
Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us.
Oh, der Skeptik kam jetzt neu dazu.
Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you? I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead. Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead. This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here? This is 4. No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Ich mag deine Armklingen übrigens, wenn wir gerade bei Komplimenten sind.
But I guess we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her, as long as we keep moving. Oh, great. So it's going to get even more crowded. Even more deluded voices that think we might stand any kind of chance.
Come on, show me something new.
Okay, plan. Now.
Kann ich nochmal? Nee, okay. Wir flirten mit ihr, oder? It doesn't work, and she kills us again. And again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life to life, holding on to snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable...
Ah, wir haben Smitten freigeschaltet. Yay!
She skewers you.
You're cute.
Well, there's
Okay.
more of us. Let's see if that helps. We just have to hit her harder. She skewers you.
You'll have to be trickier than that.
And then you skewer yourself.
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Just panic. Flee.
The Paranoid, okay. Das ist Stimme 7 oder so?
She skewers you.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. She's going to kill this body either way, so stop feeling what it feels. She skewers you.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
See? We're getting better. Okay, yeah. That was a good one. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason.
Opportunist?
She skewers you. We're getting close to something, can't you feel it? One last time. You're right. One last time, that's all we need. And then everything goes dark, and you die.
What? Warum? Huh?
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it from here. Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is different, and different is good. and our steel claw is already in our hand. Oh, what if we throw it out the window?
Aber wir sind jetzt in einem neuen Loop. Anscheinend oft genug sterben hat's dann doch gebracht.
Over my dead body.
The stubborn. Oh Gott.
That won't be very hard. We've died a lot. But I can't say I mind anymore. Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman? I'm sure I can think of a better way to die. They're all the same, really. How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything. The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is... How about you stick to describing things, and we'll stick to doing them? Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time. Narrator, we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
Also, wenn so viele Stimmen sich abwechseln und dem Narrator unterhalten, dann fühlt es mehr wie eine Session D&D. Wo der Narrator einfach der Dungeon Master ist. Und was nicht, jede Runde kommt einfach ein neuer Spieler dazu.
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along.
Yay.
Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs? Or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this. Don't care, just want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it?
Ja.
I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Narrator hat auch schon aufgegeben,
Are
ey.
you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now? Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing. Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. And then it erupts.
Nee, weißt du was, es war doch vorher besser. Kannst es wieder nicht sagen, unsagen?
She becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
Ich habe einen Plan, wir geben der Umarmung und alles wird gut.
Are you ready for what comes next?
Eine Umarmung.
Holy shit!
Ja, relatable.
She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine. Yes, behold, the perfect woman.
The fuck's los mit euch? Ich mag meine Frauen wie meine Stahlträger. Aus Stahl.
Do you think we can throw her out the window? That looked painful. How is she still alive? Heart's still beating, that's all she needs. This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up. She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it? This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing. We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
Jetzt fangen die an gegenseitig zu... Nee.
What just happened? It's so quiet.
Him too. Oh, the narrator machen wir auch aus.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different, like I should actually take this seriously for once.
You do not act, and yet, through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes you as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Your weapon clash again and again, and her entering a rhythm of free. You and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There is only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the black tides, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. Ich kann lesen, ich schwöre, manchmal. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your heart pounds, and the faster the momentum volley between you. Endlessly building a crescendo and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of volition, and hers strikes too. Both strikes are lethal. Neither of you will survive this, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Ah ja. Klar, Handmonster kommt jetzt wieder. Ey, sorry, dass du jetzt damit klarkommen musst. Handvieh, ey. Do not get to see each other die, nor will you ever. It's time for you to leave. Memories return. Approach the mirror. Gaze your reflection. Oh Gott, was sind wir denn jetzt? Oh, you are nothing at all. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus and gaze, and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. You are me?
I think you know what I am.
The narrator. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. And then another crack forms in another, turning the mirror into a jagged shards of broken glass. Hinter dem Spiegel wartet der Narrator auf uns. So you're the narrator. I was wondering if we ever get to see you.
The narrator, yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all, an objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far.
Mehr so 20. Oh. What are you? Are you something like me? Oder if you're not me, what are you then? Nah. I have so many questions for you. This is okay. Does it hurt when pieces of you break off like that? But I'm sorry. I didn't want to destroy you. I will help if I look away or stop asking questions. Oder every time I ask you something, it's like a piece of you breaks. Ich glaube, das haben wir schon established. Are you a part of me or are you something else? Das ist eine gute Frage.
No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it?
Okay.
From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is?
Ja. Okay. Ich kann noch fragen. I was supposed to see all of this, was I? I have met you many times. Have Have you been the same you all along? Das ist eine gute Frage.
I haven't, and that's by both necessity and design.
By design. Das ist irgendwas, was einer höheren Macht folgt. Was wurde kreiert, dieser Narrator.
This construct you're in exists in many places at once. Anytime you failed, anytime you thought yourself dead, it would restart and shunt both your consciousness and hers into another world.
Mhm.
But you'll be awake soon. And then it won't be able to work like that anymore.
Okay, wir haben nicht mal sehr viele Fragen übrig. What is my true identity? Okay. The people out there beyond the walls of the construct, do they know about this? Do they know what you want me to do to them?
Of course not. The only way this construct could function was if nobody knew what it was doing. But the bones of the universe are old. It's on the cusp of its dying breath, and the people out there are consumed with thoughts of oblivion. When the patterns are wiped from the sand, when the board is reset, who will remember them? All I've done is give them a chance to live outside of the shadow of the end.
Habe ich nicht ganz verstanden, aber okay. Do you have anything to say for yourself, for all your hubris? After everything you've done to us, do you think anyone deserves to live? What are you? Are you something like me? What are you? If you're not like me, then what are you? Das will ich, glaube ich, fragen. So you do know about the looping. So many of the times I met you, you denied it as even being a possibility. Why did you lie to me?
Perhaps they thought that admitting to it would have pushed you to certain realizations that would have made finishing your task impossible. Maybe they were just in denial.
Okay, also du bist auch nur ein Aspekt von denen. Auch wieder eine neue Version, weil du von denen halt
I'm
sprichst.
sure many of them were convinced that they had to be the first version of them you'd encountered. Anything else would have been too existentially unpleasant. And for all I know, each of those other versions of me could have had entirely different understandings of how this construct works. Who's to say which of them are right and which of them are wrong, really? Except for me. I can tell you for a fact that I'm right.
Okay, ein paar Fragen haben wir noch. And what is my true identity? Okay.
You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death.
I am the long quiet. Ich bin dieser... Ich bin dieses Ende? Oder bin ich der Spieler? Warte, der spricht nicht, weil der Held und so sind ja alle weg. Er spricht zu uns. Als Spieler, schätze ich mal. You are the long quiet, the god I made to rid this world of death. Wir als Spieler wurden hier reingezogen, um die Welt zu einem besseren Ort zu machen. Aber warum dann die Prinzessin töten? Oder zumindest zu einem Ort ohne größere Veränderung zu machen, wahrscheinlich. Aber was ist die Prinzessin? Oh Gott. Nacht, Imo, schlaf gut. What is the princess? Did you make her too?
She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die, for she becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can.
Whoa. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. Okay. She is transformation or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die. For she becomes that which others perceive her to be. Ja gut, das haben wir ja festgestellt. Wir haben mit unseren Aktionen quasi sie immer zu der nächsten Iteration gemacht, die sie halt war. Und du musstest dann sterben, damit sie das nächste werden konnte, damit sie in der nächsten Iteration ihr volles Potenzial erreichen konnte. But an echo can't perceive things. Not in the way people can. Also ist auch mehr das Konzept von Veränderung und nicht ein Wesen an sich, okay?
So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone.
Nah, I'm good. If you made us, then I want you to know that this has been torture. If I destroy her, won't I be alone? Das ist eine komische Frage. Do you have anything to say for yourself, for all the hubris? After everything you've done, do you think anyone deserves to live? Do you know that things just won't be worse if I destroy her? What would it be like to live in a world without her? Ich mag die Frage mit Hubris. Es wird halt nur seine Beweggründe weiter aufdecken. Ich glaube, die sind inzwischen relativ klar. I don't want to be a god. I want to be me. A god? I always knew I was special. Yeah. What are you? Are you something like me? If you're not me, then what are you? Gott, so viele Möglichkeiten. I have so many questions for you. Does it hurt when the pieces break off? I'm sorry, I don't want to destroy you. I will help you. Nee. Every time I ask something, ja. Why couldn't you have told me all of this from the start? I would have helped you destroy her. Nee, ich will aber nicht. Warum ist es überhaupt eine Option, sie zu zerstören? Sie ist die Veränderung, die eine neue Welt schaffen wird. Die Sammlung von ihr quasi. If she's capable of becoming whatever people believe her to be, can I just will her into something small? Warum reden wir so, als wäre das irgendwas Schlechtes? Are you a god? Or were you a god? Why did you make her a princess? Das ist auch so eine irrelevante Frage. Of all the things, why a princess? Why couldn't she be an ant or a slice of soggy bread? How am I supposed to destroy an abstract concept? What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Can we just stay here together and leave people out of... Nah. Okay, and leave people out there alone? Why would you want to rid the world of death? Ach Gott, was hast du verpasst? Ich glaube, da müsst ihr am besten zurückspulen, ey. Wir haben uns eigentlich schon bisher mit dem Narrator unterhalten und finden quasi heraus, was es mit dem auf sich hat.
If you need to ask that question, there's nothing I can say to move you. You haven't died. You cannot die. So you cannot grasp the abject horror of dying.
Das ist keine Antwort, Bruder. Du aber auch nicht, oder? Du bist ja auch ein Gott oder irgendwas Größeres. What if neither of us leave this place? Does that work? Nah. How did you die? Did it die? Okay, how did you die?
I killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her.
The fuck?
Namaste, you guys. Good morning.
Mermaids, hello. Einen wunderschönen guten Abend. Hallo, liebe Raiders. Ihr kommt wohl gerade zu dem verwirrendstmöglichsten Zeitpunkt, den man sich überhaupt raussuchen könnte. Hallo zusammen, schönen guten Abend. Na, wie war euer Stream? Wie geht's euch? Ich frage jetzt das Hubris-Ding. Leute, ihr wollt es wissen. Wir fragen es jetzt.
I do. The people out there are real. No matter what you do to them, no matter what you enable, I want you to remember that.
Okay. Death of the Author. Run out of questions. Say nothing and watch him end. Wie mies werden das? Soweit gut, das hört man gerne. Ja, willkommen zum wahrscheinlich Ende von Slay the Princess. Ihr seid wirklich gerade in den letzten paar Minuten gekommen, wahrscheinlich. Was habt ihr denn getrieben? Wie war denn euer Stream? Was habt ihr gespielt? Okay, I think you're out of time. I'm not going to slay her. And I want you to know that before you die for good. Wir haben die Fliegenklatsche geschwungen und Käfer vermöbelt. Okay. Käfer. Lie. Rest easy, I'm going to destroy her. Nee, wir sind ehrlich zu ihm. Vielleicht habe ich mich manipulieren lassen von dem Gedanken, dass die Änderung, die sie mit sich bringt, was Gutes ist. Aber ich glaubte irgendwie dran.
Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. I'm just an echo, and every echo fades away.
Bye. As the final fragment of glass shattered, you see yourself with a newfound clarity. The narrator was right. You are the long quiet, a vast and nascent god. And it's finally time for you to wake up. All of this is you. Proceed to the cabin one last time. When you arrive at the heart of things, there is no final vessel for you to bear witness to. There is nothing for you to find. What? Ja, wir haben das Gesamtkonstrukt der Prinzessin jetzt quasi. Ja.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me.
Hi.
It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly.
I've missed you too. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation? Did I miss her too? Das ist so ein halber Dark Souls Boss, das da in der Tat, ey. Das ist so ein Final Fantasy X Endboss. Oder Final Fantasy Endboss. Haben wir sie vermisst? Ich weiß es nicht. Von mir aus. She unfurls an endless cascade of smiles and response, and then patiently awaits for you to continue. Do you know about the echo? Did you hear our conversation?
Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him, and I know his construct. He was deluded by his fear of death. Pay him no mind.
I am the long quiet, but I don't really know what that means.
Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting mound, a pale imitation of what I actually am.
Also somit sind wir quasi die Grundlage für diese neue Welt, die Leinwand, wenn man so will. Und wir haben mit ihr halt so der Inhalt dieser Welt geschaffen. What happens now?
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it?
Ich habe bisher immer agiert, oder?
When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation?
Natürlich. Deswegen haben wir das doch gemacht, das Ganze, ey. There are so many stories we've left unfinished. Can we really just leave?
Even as your eyes begin to open, you still hold on to the notions of is and is not, of beginning and end, pitch black islands in the blinding light of the infinite. There is nothing to resolve, nothing restraining us but us.
True. Don't you have a say in all of this? Why is this falling on me? Das ist eine doofe Frage. Let's talk this through. I still have so many questions and I need answers before I can make a choice. Sure.
My very nature is paradox, as is yours. You cannot use words to grasp at things that are beyond their reach. And you cannot rationalize that which defies logic.
Auch wieder true.
But violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
Warum bist du denn jetzt so angepisst? What?
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it.
Bist du denn jetzt so?
On it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead, all at once.
Bist du denn jetzt so?
You learn to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to rise above me.
Hab ich das?
You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them.
If you haven't snatched that body away, you would have killed each other. We were self-destructive. It feels so good to finally win, even if it was going to cost me my life. The fuck are we talking about right now? Even if the journey was agony, the end gave the struggle a meaning. I won't engage with violence. Ja, warum sollten wir uns jetzt prügeln? Warum ist jetzt, es war doch, ich dachte, wir wären so ein Yin und Yang Ding gewesen. Sweetheart, was wurde jetzt, warum? Mach mal den passiven.
But violence has defined the flow of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear.
Warum müssen wir einen Konflikt haben? So, weil wir literally Yin und Yang sind, oder was?
My masses mob you. There is no beginning to them, nor is there an end. There is only the flood of bodies. And every moment you hold every possible sensation at once, and then you hold them all again. And in the end, you returned it to me. For a brief moment, you were everything.
Und wir durchlaufen jetzt alle Körper, die wir ihr gegeben haben, wahrscheinlich, ne?
A chaos that needed ordering. But without chaos, there is no reason.
I couldn't understand you then, but I think I understand you now. You seemed in pain. I'm sorry for what I did to you. But it was the only thing I could do. It doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall on others. If we are able to transcend death, then we are responsible for those who hold it captive. Oder, I get it. There's no need for us to keep fighting. I leave with you. I just don't know how. Stop the fighting early and surrender? Na. Ich will mit drüber reden. You seemed in pain. I'm sorry for what I did to you. But it was the only thing I could do? Sure.
I saw with a single pair of eyes what I needed dozens to comprehend. And now here we are, each with millions of eyes, and all of them opening to what we are. A shiver passes through you as unseen fingers, cold as the grave, dance across your skin. They remember the violence you inflicted on them. And yet, I offer you a path to your redemption. And you take my hand in yours.
Ups, ich hab den zu früh geskippt, den Text.
You felt the pain you caused another. And you were willing to sacrifice everything you thought was you to set me free. Without sin, there is no redemption.
Ja, wir leben jetzt nochmal quasi alle Ergebnisse unserer Entscheidungen. But without redemption, there can be no sin. And I would sacrifice everything to free you again. Okay. It doesn't matter how I feel. Death, suffering, and oblivion shouldn't fall. Also es ist wie das gleiche wie eben. Ne, waren wir hier.
And yet there is nothing left for you to sacrifice, so long as you accept me with open arms.
War jetzt der Plan. Du hast angefangen, an mir rumzuschnipseln.
Your lover drives a stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you, forever and ever and ever, consumed by true belief there was nothing that could hold us back.
I was blinded by emotions. You both know that. I want that feeling back. And that feeling never left me. Das ist gut. Sure.
Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave together, hand in loving hand.
Sag ich doch. Okay, aber warte mal, die erste Iteration fehlt quasi. Die erste Version von ihr. Was ist denn hier? I won't leave with you, not until you see from my perspective. Warum nicht?
If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
What is a person? Is it their body? Is it all of their body? Pluck the eyes, peel the skin, strip the tendons, mince the meat, grind the bones. When it is all gone, do you still have who you started with?
Ja, gut, das war jetzt die erste Version von ihr.
A person is not a body. Death is a transformation into something new. It is only bodies that fear it.
I am not my body, but I feel my body suffer. I am not my body, but perhaps others are theirs. I don't fear death, not anymore. But what am I, if I'm not a body? Okay, das ist gleich wie immer. I am not my body, but I feel my body suffer.
Do you suffer now?
Let go of what you think yourself to be and exist.
The crush between you abates. You begin to shake, your will rapidly dissolving.
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't. There is no constant. There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together.
War ja mein Plan. Das war ja mein Plan. Ich habe nur mal noch so alle Aspekte von dir einmal durchgehen wollen. Hello. Ja, wir sind noch live. Nicht mehr lange, aber noch sind wir live. Ja, ich will eigentlich nach 2 Stunden ausmachen. Das hat nicht gut funktioniert. Aber wir sind jetzt quasi am Ende, von daher passt es auch. It's easy to believe in the things you believe in when you get to sit above it all. What do you think happens if we leave here?
This universe dies, and a new one is born. And that one dies, and a new one is born. And you and I get to witness it all, weaving a tapestry of life wherever we go.
I'm ready to go, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you, but how do we leave? I never wanted to fight you? I can't let this happen. I can't let everything die. Slay the princess. Irgendwie will ich das ja mal sehen. Kann ich gerade mal speichern? Ich will das einmal machen. Ich will einmal jetzt so gegen Ende nochmal sagen. Weißt du was? Fuck it. We slay the princess jetzt. I have to fight for a better world. I'm sorry, said the princess. You are cruelty itself. I cannot let you exist, said the princess. Oder I don't know what the answer is, but there was to be something else. It can't be this. I won't kill you, but I won't let you free. You've done everything you can to make me understand your perspective, but you keep dismissing mine. If you think you can change me, then I must be able to change you. Ooh.
What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Nach die Fräse, viel Erfolg beim Schlafen.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone.
Hero, welcome back. Which hero are you?
I'm all of them, I assume in the same way that you're all of you.
Okay. You have no idea how good it is to hear you. Where's everyone else? How are you? Okay. You have no idea how good it is to hear you.
It's good to be here.
Ich will sie nicht wirklich bekämpfen, aber sie stellt sich gerade so ein bisschen quer.
There's too many things all at once out here. If you want to get through to her, you need some way to get through all of that divine confidence. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
Okay.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Weil in ihr steckt diese gute Änderung, die ich eigentlich sehen wollte, aber irgendwas um ihr rum, irgendwas in ihr schwingt zu aggressiv mit. Persönlichkeitenkonferenz gerade, ja.
Then let's go.
Okay. Let's go, hero. Oh. Wait, are we like super looping backwards? Oder, nee.
And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
Na, we're good. I'd like that for old time's sake. Just you and me. Did anyone else make it to the cabin?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
Okay. Is the narrator really gone? Ja, is er. If the offer still stands, can you describe the cabin for me for old time's sake?
Yeah, of course. The interior of the cabin is, well, it's a cabin, yeah? There isn't much here, just a table and a knife and a door. And some windows. You know, come to think of it, I don't think he ever really mentioned the windows, did he? There's no mirror, either. I think you broke it. And I know you're still trying to find some middle ground, but if things go south, we're going to need that blade.
Ich weiß nicht. Ich würde lieber nicht... Oh, ich sehe gerade, das ist noch lauter Prinzessinnenkörper da draußen. Ehrlich gesagt würde ich ganz gerne ohne Messer darunter, aber ich vertraue dem Helden einfach mal. Der hat bisher meistens immer gewusst, was abgeht.
It's always seemed to give us more options than not.
Eigentlich stimmt es nicht. Eigentlich war das eine dumme Entscheidung. Ja, okay.
The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us. And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Und du hast nicht gesagt, dass wir ihr einen Gefallen tun
And there you
würden.
are, knife in hand. It really brings me back. Have you given up on talking? Have you finally decided to kill me?
Nee.
You'll have all of eternity to yourself after this. Why don't we chat a little before I go?
Ich will sie aber gar nicht umbringen eigentlich. Sit with her. I wanna be a god. Are you the same as you are out there?
No. I feel like I'm myself again.
I don't want to hurt anyone. There has to be a way out of this. What are you going to do? I don't want to have to slay you, but I don't know what other options there are. I'm sorry, stab. I don't want to hurt anyone.
Well, I don't want to be at the end of that knife, so how about we figure something out?
Endlich, endlich, Dankeschön.
What if we tried doing this forever? I can do whatever you think I can, right?
Aber das ist ja auch nicht die Lösung.
So, make me put it all back. Make me fix the Echo's construct and make me wipe our memories of everything that's happened.
Nee.
Make me send us back to the beginning, before we woke up. Before either of us saw the truth.
Das kann nicht die Lösung sein.
Can she really do that? Are you sure that's what you want?
Nee, eigentlich nicht. Would resetting do anything to help them, the people out there? If you continue to exist, don't they continue to die and suffer?
Fixing that is on you, not me. If you want me to help them, you'll have to make me help them.
I don't want to forget you? Sure, warum nicht?
That's sweet. But unless you do, the whole world ends, right? Not like I care, but it seems important to you.
Nebel, hello. We're going to find ourselves back here eventually. If we're talking about this right now, how do you know we haven't done this before? Ooh. This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Das ist sehr egoistisch, ey. Is there any other way?
You brought that knife down here for a reason. Either you use it to kill me, or I use it to put things back.
Das können nicht die einzigen beiden Möglichkeiten sein, ey. Vielleicht kriege ich es hin, dass ich mir, dass es mir hier besser gehen kann. Fühl dich wohl, mach's dir bequem. Du kommst gerade zu einem sehr, sehr finalen Teil dieses Spiels und auch des Streams. Also wenn du nicht mitkommst, was gerade passiert, wundere dich nicht. Let's do it. Das kann doch nicht die Möglichkeit sein. Yeah, if we are talking about this right now, how do we know we haven't done this before?
I don't think that's something we'll ever get to know. But odds are we've probably done it before.
Seit 3 Stunden hier und kommst nicht mit. Ich verstehe auch noch Bruchstücke davon, aber ich kann es mir so grob zusammenreimen. How do you know that things won't end worse? What if when I make my way back here, I'm different and I hurt you? What if I kill you? What if I let you bring about the end of everything? This isn't fair. I want to be here with you. I don't want to be alone again. Ja, das ist zu egoistisch. Wir suchen eine Lösung zu dem Ganzen. I take it all back. I don't want this, and I don't want to kill you. It's too late to go back to the big. I think I take it all back. I don't want this. I don't want to kill you. It is too late to go back to the beginning. It is too late to go back to being a god. Is it too late? Ich hab schon zu viel gelesen heute, ey. Ich will sie nicht slayen. Slayen ist keine Option. Slayen, dann endet einfach alles. Oder Dinge existieren weiterhin so, wie sie bisher existiert haben. Und kam es gerade von einem nicht netten Chat. Ja, die gibt's leider zuhauf. Nicht nette Menschen findest du leider überall. Deswegen sagte ich, fühl dich hier wohl. Ich habe zwischendurch 1 Stunde geschlafen und ist immer noch bei der Prinzessin. Nee, schon wieder. Maria, hallo. Hello. Schöne große Augen. Deswegen will ich die eben nicht stabben. Ja, waren eigentlich nur 2 Optionen, ne? Ich mach mal das erste hier.
And if we do, nothing is stopping us from making the same choice. We could just keep doing this forever.
How do you know things won't end worse? Ich meine, das weißt du halt nie.
Who cares? We've hurt each other plenty and I still like you.
Aw.
And if you're hesitating, then you must still like me too.
Ja, sag ich doch. I have to decide to do this every single time forever. Eventually something is going to be different. What if we change our minds?
Well, if we change our minds, we change our minds. What matters is that we'll always have a choice. This is just the one we're making now.
Das macht erschreckend viel Sinn. Ja, es ist aber auch keine... Für Ewigkeit in diesem sinnbefreiten Loop gefangen zu sein, macht ja auch keinen Sinn, oder? Aber das da ist ja auch keine Option, ne?
Yeah, I think it's too late for that. But maybe next time.
Du machst mich wahnsinnig, ey. Prinzessin. Okay, ich sag mal das Egoistische.
Neither do I. but we won't be alone for long. I'll be right here, waiting for you.
Aber wirst dich erinnern das nächste Mal. Okay, ich muss zumindest mal speichern und gucken, was passiert, wenn man die Princess slates. Okay, wir haben wir da auch schon nochmal gespeichert. Wir müssen eigentlich die ganzen anderen Möglichkeiten nochmal abchecken, aber oh mein Gott, es gibt so viele Möglichkeiten. I'm sorry. I can't do this. Slay the princess. Oh.
You and me both. Whatever world you want to build without me, I hope it works out.
Es hätte auch ein besseres Ende geben müssen, außer dass
Despite our
da...
differences, I've always loved you.
Oh,
And I wish you nothing but the best.
Ich heul gleich, wenn du so weitermachst, ey. You blink and the princess is gone. All you have left is a small, melancholic weight that sits at the borders of your hearts. Whatever action brought you and the princess into being was rough and jagged, and you left each of you with a piece of the other. By destroying her once and for all, you also destroy a part of yourself, but the world hasn't ended. Things continue on.
She's gone. And I don't think she's coming back.
No, she's not. She's a small part of her is with us.
Is that a metaphor, or are you being literal? It doesn't matter. We don't need to linger down here anymore. Let's get going.
Leave the cabin. You leave the basement behind. Then the stairs. And then you leave the cabin
It's
itself.
quiet here.
The path and the woods outside are empty canvas, but there's even more to see behind this place. The fruits of your labor, a world free from death. Set yourself free. The body of an ancient creature stirs from its hibernation, and you feel sensation in limbs you once couldn't fathom. Everything here is you. You feel your wings spanning a cosmic scale, but twisted and crumbled and bound in agonizing tension to a finite plane. You can feel the glass of the construct pressing in on you, confining you across infinite sides and infinite angles. You push back and strain against it, but it doesn't yield.
He's gone. She's gone. No one is left to trap us here but us.
Open your heart and bear witness to your new kingdom. All at once, the unyielding tension gives away. And then the shattering. You are free, and before you lies the endless expanse of absolute reality. A new absolute reality, one forged by your will and by a long and absurd cycle of bloodshed, has strained your hands countless times over. But there will be no more bloodshed in this new world.
I knew we'd finally see it through. All it takes to be a winner is grit and determination.
Shut up, stubborn.
That wasn't very hard at all. Speak for yourself.
I hope this was all worth it, because I'm personally inconsolable. Hear, hear, to our vanquished foe.
It's good to be back. Now we just have to figure out what to do with ourselves. Forever. No problem. We can do that, yeah? Yeah. We can do that.
A new and unending dawn Achievements freigeschaltet. Das war kein sehr zufriedenstellendes Ende, ey. Ja, okay. Wir hätten halt aufgrund unserer vergangenen Entscheidungen quasi schon nur eigentlich die Option gehabt. Und noch ein Achievement. Our song, finish the game. Good ending doesn't count. Es war ein Bad Ending. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for special playlist just for you. If you'd like to take a screenshot, you can hide the UI hitting H. Weiß nicht, was das heißt. Thank you so much for playing. As an expression of our gratitude, here's the track order for special playlist just for you. Weiß nicht, was das heißt. Aber wenn ich hart drücke, dann ist es weg. Dann kann ich einen Screenshot machen. Was heißt das? Ich habe H gedrückt, dann ist so der Text weggegangen. Meist ein Screenshot davon, so. Eine Songreihenfolge. Ja, schon klar, aber wahrscheinlich die Songs, wie sie im Spiel für dich liefen. Maybe. Join the Discord, join the mailing list, join the subreddit, follow us somewhere else. Make your playlists. Was macht das? Es geht jetzt auf Spotify. Ich kann meine eigene Playlist generieren. Ist sie sogar jetzt in der richtigen Reihenfolge? Nee, ist sie nicht. Aber hier sind die ganzen Songs aus der... Ach du Scheiße, okay. Bei Our Other Game, ich hab noch was gemacht. Will jetzt auch wissen, was haben die noch gemacht an Games? Scarlet Hollow. Ja, ich behalte das mal im Auge. Kenn ich jetzt gar nicht. Und back to the main menu. Slay the Princess. Goddamn. Ich glaube, wir müssen nächstes Mal rein und mal ein paar andere Sachen ausprobieren am Ende. Weil es gibt noch ein Good Ending anscheinend. Ich will gerade nochmal schauen. Es ist schon 3 Uhr gleich. Jetzt habe ich meinen Schlafrhythmus zerstört. Hier, our song, finish the game. Good ending doesn't count. Das heißt, wir haben das Bad Ending. Goddammit. Ich will mal gerade alle Achievements sehen. Oh Gott, es gibt einfach 97 Achievements, ey. Oh no. You what, mate? Bitte? Warum? Was ist hier jetzt los? Ich mag das nicht. Ich mag beide Versionen von ihr nicht. Ja, okay. Da es jetzt anscheinend einfach mal 3 Uhr ist, was nicht der Plan war, werden wir es hier jetzt mal pausieren und dann doch noch ein anderes Mal weitermachen. Ich gucke, dass wir die jetzt beide ersten Teile, also den letzten Teil und den von heute, auf YouTube hochladen. Und dann habt ihr die Gelegenheit, nochmal nachzugucken, was zur Hölle da alles passiert ist. Und vielleicht könnt ihr euch ein bisschen besser zusammenreimen, was eigentlich gerade passiert ist. Weil ich habe eine grobe Idee, aber auch nicht mehr.